Whoops, nearly forgot to take off my camera. Good evening, everyone. Hello. Is it time? It is time to do some work in the Nether Hub. I decided, you know what, I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna get done today. But I've decided, you know what, let's get the Nether Hub work done today. I can hit the time lapse thing. Also, do I need to change the rain continues for Charlotte Wrights. Charlotte Wrights, you are still queen of first. GG's. Anyway, how are you guys all doing? Good to see you all. Also, welcome in on YouTube as well. If you're watching on YouTube, please consider giving the stream a thumbs up, or if you're watching back the VOD, maybe give the VOD a thumbs up as well. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to catch more, please hit there's a subscribe button on Twitch, on YouTube. But yeah, anyway, welcome in, guys. How's everyone doing? See Pearl, Eagle Warrior, Samuel, good to see you. Lynn, Cyberbees, Miss Mori, Onuno, Kid a Bear, for the death of the king. What? For the death of the king? Excuse me. Eagle Warriors on a 40 stream streak. GG's. Well done. That's awesome. I was just hanging out a little bit with Nukery there on his stream. He's had a front page stream today, which is absolutely awesome. So thrilled that it went very well for him. But yeah, anyway, today we are going to, I decided, you know, let's get the Nether Hub work done. See what we can get done today. We might be able to get it all done. We might not get it all done. So yeah. Okay, right. Well, what two things just happened there. Welcome in, Nukery. Thank you so much for the raid. Really appreciate that. You are going to get a drink. Well deserved. Okay, Nuke, you go look after yourself. I doubt you're going to be sticking around for the stream. But anyone who is not following Nukery, please go follow Nukery. He's amazing. Absolutely kills it today. Streaming for 9 hours, I want to say. 8 hours? 9 hours? 9 hours, I think. Yeah, it was 9 hours, which is absolutely fantastic. So yeah, anyway, welcome in. I hope everyone had a good time over there. He did. I know I could actually say, if anyone didn't know what Nick was doing today, he was on the front page of Twitch. He was doing a lot of stuff on his hardcore world. He then started his community SMP today, which I didn't get a chance to pop onto, but I'm hoping to get a chance to pop onto at some point. And then he moved on to SBK. If you guys like long streams, I've got news for you. Yes, if you guys like long streams, later this week I am going to be doing two long streams. So Wednesday, Thursday, we're going to have 12-hour streams. Wish me luck. I am going to be releasing some more details in tomorrow, provided I can get all the details sorted out. But I am pretty sure I am going to make them a charity stream. So I'm pretty sure that we're going to do a charity stream on Wednesday and Thursday this week. And very excited to do it. But anyway, welcome in, guys. Let me just do a quick hello to everyone who popped in there. So we got End Pigeon, Jessica BB8, Matt is not a sheep, Ellie131, Mama Loki loves you, Mannequins, Homo Sarah, Noise Snow, oh, I love that name. Obviously Nukery, Cameron Ray, Hades Girl, Tayer, Pearl. Welcome in, guys. Hope you all had a wonderful time over there. And also Gilded Ripple. And thank you so much for the hydrate. I forgot to put a cooldown on that. Yes. Darth Rick, good to see you. Traeger Cat, good to see you as well. Anyway, we have gathered. Yesterday, we spent our time. Absolutely. Yes, exactly. Villager talk is a thing that allows you guys to understand me even better. Oh, you've been sick. I hope you're feeling. Hope you're on the mend at least. Good, glad to hear that you're on the mend. Also, if I do this, those are going to become spawnables. So I need to place something on top of these that are not going to be spawnable. Right. Let me do this sensibly then. Okay. Let's make a little space for you then. Can I place you like this? Yes. Okay. Right. We are geniuses. We just have to do this. And can I do this? Will you stay on top if I open you up? Aha! Legend! I can spawn-proof my shulker boxes by using carpet. I love it. Anyway, welcome in, guys. I hope you all had a wonderful time over at Nuke Stream. So today, we are going to start with the southern portal. Okay? So this is the first portal we need to work on. Let's just start recording. I have gathered all the resources. I gathered them all yesterday. So we're going to be getting rid of the old bridge, but before we get rid of the old bridge, we need to build in the new bridge. So this new bridge here will look a lot better because it's based off the design that Milkman created for the Nether Hub. And then we can get rid of the old one, which looks very jarring against what is currently there. So, Angel Lizzie GG's on the 50 stream streak. That is so cool. Well done. Oh, actually, would it be helpful if we had... It might be helpful if we had, if we use, Happy Ghasts. Okay, first of all, schematics. No, I want to use this. Layers, single layer. Currently too high. Okay, these all need to be changed into cobblestone. I do have a bunch of spare resources, so I should be safe enough to lose a couple of blocks here and there if it happens. Okay, and these are supposed to be cobblestone slabs and soul soil. Okay, right, so let's grab our cobblestone slabs. We're going to need our soul soil. Okay, and let's just place these in. Awesome. Okay, and if I can grab a bunch of pale moss carpet as well, then I can do the pale moss carpet as I go too. Okay, we're going to grab the... Where did I put all the terracotta I need? So terracotta goes here, and it should be then pale moss on top of that. Okay, so a lot of this should basically build itself, which is nice and easy. Anyway, how is everyone enjoying their Saturdays? I hope you've been having a good Saturday this week. It's been a fine Saturday for me. It's been busy. I've been trying to get a bit of editing done, but at the same time, I've had family over as well, so we've been popping back and forth between that too. So it's been a bit of trying to do both at the same time. So I'm hoping I can get the rest of my editing done tomorrow. That is the hope. That I can get back to since I won't have the family stuff going on tomorrow. But I do have some work stuff going on tomorrow, so I need to get through that too. So yeah, busy. Might go take a nap. I've been in Nuke stream since it started this morning. Mama Loki, go take a nap. That's an order. That's a long time to be. I've been lurking in Nuke stream since the beginning of the day. I've not been there for the entire stream, but I've been there for a good portion of it, and that's a long time. So yes, please go look after yourself. And that is an important thing to do. So exhausted all. Had a friend over gabbing till 3, then woke up for Nuke stream at 4. It's a big thing to kind of like to lurk in that stream or to hang out in that stream for a long time. Who is anyone else here in chat? I think I probably recognize a couple of people, but anyone else here in chat going to be on the community server, Nuke's community server? I know I signed up for it, and I'm hoping to get on at some point. It is a little bit tricky managing multiple servers in one go, but I think I can do a little bit occasionally. The other thing is I also want to get back onto my friend's Gaeilge girl server as well, because I did get ages ago. I got an invite to Nevermore, and I was like, do you know, actually I need to hang out there again. It's been a wee while. So yeah, on it right now. Pain in the Abyss. Awesome. Is anyone has anyone who's on the server joined any of the particular kingdoms? Because I know that there is there's kingdoms involved. Nukery's got a kingdom. His twins got a kingdom. I think that's the one I was laughing at earlier, because I found out. I assume that the kingdoms have all been named and recognized. But yeah, he named Dyer called his Black Rock, and I'm just like, I couldn't help but laugh. There's so many places in Ireland that are called Black Rock. It's a very commonplace name. For some reason, there's Black Rocks in multiple places across the country. But particularly for me, it's just like I've got associated with a particular school in Dublin, because it's not where I went to school. Just in case anyone was thinking, "Oh, did you go to school there?" No. I went to a national school, but yeah, it was a private school which has got a particular reputation to it. So it's not a bad reputation, but like a fairly kind of silly posh reputation. Zine Kingdom isn't quite named yet, although we have one we are leaning towards. Oh, is that the guys? Is that the group of people who put together the magazine for Nuke? Because like that's insane. Yeah, BlackRock made me laugh because it's a massive evil investment firm in the US. Oh, okay. Wow, that's something. Ruby! Okay, need to say hi to Ruby. I'm open and streaming, yes. Oh, need to get more moss. Okay, let's get rid of the spot where I can put spare blocks. Here we go. Oh, actually, these away, because these are not using. Okay, and I don't need you. I don't own a computer, so I can't play Minecraft, but I'm an honorary member of the Zenery Kingdom. Yes! Yeah, we'll find a way to get you to be... We've got to represent the people in the server who've contributed into the zine in a place like that. Very important. Okay. Moss. Here we go. So, yeah. Those kind of things are... Good. That's a nice thing to be able to do in a community, is to be able to do these things. While I play Ori for the first time, ooh, have fun! I haven't played Ori. When I see it written, that's how they wrote the Ori in Stargate SG-1, so I've got to call it Ori. Guys, sub to an Athro with Twitch Prime. It's free. Provided you're paying for Amazon Prime. Well, that is a point. Yep. Shout out to Rubico. I don't know if I've got a mod here, so I'm just going to quickly shout out Rubico because I think Rubico. I think there's an apostrophe. I think there's a thing at the end. Yes, I got it right. I got the name right. There we go. Everyone. Oh, Miss Moore is there. Sorry, I have a tendency to. I am probably my mod's worst nightmare because I have a tendency to do all the work myself. So, sorry. I need to get better at that. Okay, let's work on getting this bridge all the way out, and then we can take down the old one. Oh, look at all that souls. Oh, that's all soul sand, not soul soil. Ooh. Okay. We should add you to our planning server so you can be a proper. Ooh. I suppose the cool thing is that like some servers, I find out that some places allow people to play. Some community servers can be set up to allow Bedrock players as well to play on the same server. Particularly the ones that I know in our community. I'm pretty sure King Alfie's server, it has got Bedrock compatibility, which is pretty cool that you're able to do that kind of thing with a server where both people from Bedrock and Java can play in the same worlds. I know Legundo also has that facility as well, but I kind of expect it with Legundo's because Legundo is a much bigger style of server, and it's not just like a survival world, because like with Alfie, it is just a survival world with a couple of nice little bits and pieces. It uses Geyser. They use Geyser. Ah, okay. So, and I know Nuke is just starting out the community thing, so it is absolutely awesome that he has been able to do what he's doing. I'm very curious to see the progression of Nukery's server, because I think Nukery's server's got a lot of bits of uniqueness to it as well, because like he is full on like created a type of server that could create really good story, which is awesome. So I think he's managing it in quite a unique way that you don't often see. When people make servers, they're like, oh yeah, we'll just throw you all onto a server together. But he's come up with quite a unique way to kind of like make it work, which is awesome. And I'm excited to see where that goes. Yeah, remember when the first plugin came out? It was revolutionary. Like the idea of making the plugins that allow people to play on both, like cross-platform. Like that was the whole point of Bedrock. Bedrock was to make it possible to play across multiple platforms. So you could play on Xbox, you could play on mobile, you could do all the different options. And then Java was kept as the PC option. Because like it was assumed that like you wouldn't be able to do Java on other platforms. It'd be too tricky to do. Though interestingly enough, I have seen people make it work on Steam Decks. So Java is playable on a Steam Deck. I don't know if Bedrock is playable on a Steam Deck. So yeah, interesting to note that. But yeah, Nuke Server's point is actually less progression, more vibes. Yes, I think it is less about progression. It is really about like encouraging people to make story together, which is creativity, and I like that. I think that's going to go really well with the community, especially for it really does tie into what he has done himself with his own world, and particularly like his hardcore world. Slipshots! Give yourself a shout out. No choice. You gotta do it. Yeah. The boss says so. How are you doing? Or someone else can give you a shout out as well. That's an option too. How are you doing, my friends? It has been a busy day. Busy time for us both, hasn't it? Okay. I'll get some more of you. Oh, that reminds me. Did I put a thing in here? I think... Did I put this in the thing? Oh, So, I just updated the post on the 24-hour stream that's coming up, Slipshod. If you would have a wee look at that, I'd be curious to see whether you'd be up for that or not. It's an idea, but I want to make sure that I'm not just like assuming. It would require an essentials thing, but that should be fine. Might see if I can get a couple others as well involved in that too. It's so I'm doing I want to include, so one of the things I want to do during the stream next week is this week is I want to do a world tour of season 1. So that big post in bureaucracy should I think I changed it correctly. Yes. So is that a yes to I haven't slept yet? Forgive you. Oh, dude. Okay, it's how long have you been awake? Let me refresh. Okay. It's been okay. You look after yourself. Like if you need to head out, like that you gotta look after yourself, dude. Gotta keep you healthy as well. Yeah, guys, that's important. Sleep. What was it? There's the joke at university that you get to do you get that triangle of choices. So you can do, it's the 3 choices are sleep, have a social life, and do well at college or like study and stuff. You could do 2 of those things. So yeah. And the amount of people who are like, oh, well, I will have a social life and do my college work, and then they don't get sleep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lies made up by big sleep. Oh, yeah. It's totally sleep. It's totally big sleep's fault. And that we don't actually need sleep, do we? Like, sleep is a lie. Not for you. Don't do as I do. Yes, do as I say, not as I do. And in my case, do as I do, because I am pretty good at getting the sleep I need each day. That's just, I have personally managed to do that reasonably well. I don't tend to stay up too late. So yeah, I am one of the okay examples of sleeping. Though I suppose some people would probably say, like, 1 o'clock in the morning, really? I was like, well, I get like a good 7 hours or sometimes. And I tend to go to sleep earlier if I've got an early morning, so... I have a very strict sleep schedule. Eyes shut at midnight, eyes open between 6 and 7. You maybe say it. You maybe say it! Miss Mori, no! How could you? Oh, it was gonna happen, wasn't it? At some point. I didn't even think about it. I know you didn't. I just had to make a thing out of it. Oh, someone's got an actual sign to deal with that nonsense. We talked about mine on Monday. Now you need to make me shame myself again. No, you don't need to. I don't need to shame you about it. No, I just need to encourage you to look after yourself. So that's what I do. Just want my friends to look after themselves and to help them out when I can. So yeah. I try to get at least 8 hours or I get a little cranky, delirious, and also if I don't get enough sleep for long enough, I will just start hibernating. My record is 13 hours. I am one who can't sleep for too long. Like, if I sleep for too much during the day, ain't the 3-car. Yeah, so if I sleep for too much during the day, like, I'll get overtired from sleeping too... It's like sleeping too much through the day, and just like sleeping too much in the night. If I go to bed too early, I will wake up early. I will wake up too early. And if I try to go back to sleep and I end up like with, say, 10 hours or 9 hours, that throws me. I tend to be better at sleeping at a... Like, I tend to go for like the 7 to 8 hours sleep if I can. That's just like where I'm at in my life. I suppose, like, they say that as you get older, you need less sleep. I think there's a certain amount of truth to that. Oh, I have run out of... Okay, I've run out of the spawn proofing stuff. Okay, well, for now, let's just be careful and do this. I'm a cat. I sleep when I see fits. That's a good point. So, for at least like 14 hours a day then, I suppose, or 15 hours a day, since that's what I know from cats. Cats tend to sleep a lot. I say as a non-cat person, I can appreciate cats. Look, I think cats can be awesome. Just if I was to, I think I'm more of a dog person, which is okay. But yeah, cats. If the only way I'd have a cat as a pet, ain't though 3-car quick. The only way I'd have a cat as a pet is if I had a partner who had a cat as a pet, or if I ended up with a partner who was a cat person. So like that's how I'd end up with a cat, and that's absolutely fine. No judgment there. But yeah, I'm a bit more of a dog person, I suppose. Can't help it. It's just part in the genes. Everyone in my family are dog people over cat people. Just we all have like it just seems to be the way it is. Nap is sleeping for an hour. Sometimes it's not a bad idea to get a nap in the afternoon either. Like sometimes it's good to if you need to that can help out a little bit as well. Fair. Do you have a dog? We do not have a dog. I don't have a dog now. But we did have like my channel points. Actually, we've got some emotes to commemorate our last dog. It was called Penny. So yeah, I've got channel emotes and which are commemorate my poor little puppy that, well, she wasn't a puppy, she was actually an old dog when she died. She had a good, long, fulfilling life, which is wonderful to be able to say. So like she had a wonderful long life with us. So yeah, but yeah, it's also the reason why we are called our channel points in this place pennies, in memory of her as well. Because like, well, why not? It's a good little opportunity. So yeah, and I often end up with a dog in my worlds that is a black dog, which she was. Redstone, good to see you. Ain't the 3-car Kuig. How are things going with you today? If I take a nap, it's because I either didn't sleep at all that night, or for whatever reason, I'm absolutely exhausted and like fighting to stay awake. In both cases, the nap is 3 to 4 hours. Otherwise, no naps. Sounds. I hear no naps, and I immediately think of Edna Mode saying, "No capes, no capes." Actually, that's gonna be an interesting thing because like we're gonna have this year Minecraft is kind of going crazy on a TwitchCon Europe. There seems to be like 1,000,001 different things happening at TwitchCon this year that's Minecraft related, including a Skyblock Kingdoms panel, which is absolutely amazing. But like, they're doing, if you watch TwitchCon, you'll be able to get a cape for get a cape. If you are at TwitchCon, you can get a different cape. So it feels like I think Twitch is kind of going. Twitch and Minecraft are really connecting up. Endo 3 Kaharkuik. I think there's going to be a whole. From what I can tell, I think there's going to be a whole area just dedicated to Minecraft. And also, there's going to be while we've got the panels and stuff going on as well. On the Saturday, I think the entire day there is an event. It's the mid-offs. So Minecraft mid-offs is going to be happening throughout the whole day on the Saturday. So I'm pretty sure it's like starts at 11:30 in the morning local time up till 5:30 in the evening local time. So that's happening throughout the entire day. And I'm like, wow, okay, so literally there's Minecraft everywhere. So I think it's almost like that they're preparing to try out, see if there's an appetite for Minecon again. Maybe they'll bring back Minecon, or maybe they'll just keep it tied in with Twitch. Murdbook, GG's in the 50-stream streak. That's the longest streak you've ever had. Nice, GG's. Okay, let me just check. Do I have enough resources for... I do have enough resources to keep going for now. That's awesome. Endo 3 Kaharkuig. So, yeah, that is truly awesome. I didn't actually get to see the mid-offs last time, so was mid-offs just on stream? Or was it... I think it was just stream, wasn't it? I'm curious to see... Like, from what I understand, it's going to be a live thing as well, so... Like, I don't know how they're going to be managing the mid-offs at TwitchCon, because, like... just like assuming, like, considering it's a long thing, like it's going to be going on pretty much all day, that's going to have a whole bunch of different things going on. But hopefully I think it's got to be one of those things that you can kind of like dip in and out of, because like they can't really do mid-offs and just have that happening, and then obviously there will probably be people who would go to mid-offs for the whole thing. But like, that's a long day to be just doing one thing. So I assume people can go in and out and stuff. Speaking of streaks, I missed getting to share it yesterday due to napping. You hit 100 yesterday. Awesome. Slipshot. GG's. Well, I look forward to seeing that getting shared soon. That's quite an achievement. Still have enough resources. Good. Endo 3 Kaharkuig. Yeah, it's exciting. I am very excited to go to TwitchCon again. It was a lot of fun last time. Particularly, like, I was meeting friends for the first time and hanging out with them for the first time. So I am looking forward to doing even more of that this year, since I know more people in the community as well. I think people know me more in the community this year as well. So I'm very curious to see where... it goes. TwitchCon is a lot of fun. I will say TwitchCon is a lot of fun when you know people. So when you're going with a few friends, that is what I think makes TwitchCon great. If you're going on your own and you're not one of those people who's very good at kind of like quickly making friends with new people and stuff like that. Hang on a second. Shouldn't there be... Oh, never mind. This is where I made a mistake. Okay. I knew there was something. Okay. Pick you up. You up. Right, I think that is pale moss carpet, pale moss carpet. For now, just going to block this off with some carpet. Because we're going to have to... This is going to be where the stairs is. That's going to lead over there. So there's going to be a stairs that leads over to the elevator over there. So, yeah. That's the nature of most cons, honestly. Absolutely. Look, if you're going to... Like, I've not done a huge amount of conventions. I think I may roll off and attempt a small nap. You look after yourself, mannequins. Thanks so much for hanging out. Ein, do, three, cahar, cuig. So, yeah, you enjoy your nap and we'll catch you again soon. But, yeah, the... See, I haven't actually been to many conventions. Most of the conventions I have been to are generally content related. So, let me see. First one I went to was VidCon. VidCon in Anaheim. So that was 2015, I think. It's quite a while ago. So yeah, I went to VidCon Anaheim. And then the same year, there was a small Irish convention called CrackCon that was made by a bunch of Irish creators. So I went to that. That was a good bit of time, a good bit of fun. Didn't really take off, and like they did it for a couple of years, but then as they were trying to get bigger, they were then realizing, oh, we need to do all sorts of stuff and like to deal with like insurance and stuff like that, and it was causing a lot of difficulty. So they had a tough time kind of keep it going, unfortunately. But that's life. Can't do it all. And then I need some more soul soil. And let's grab a bit more of you. I think this is the longest bridge that I have to build, so that's why it's taking up so most of the resources. So yeah, that was... CrackCon was a good time because we got to meet other Irish creators. And this was back when I was barely doing anything, really. So, fun fact, I did actually... Ein, do, three, cahar, cuig. So fun fact, I did actually make content on an old channel years ago. I didn't start with Minecraft. I started with music. I think then after that I moved into making some Minecraft videos, which weren't great, but they were something. Someday I will be having to show them off to you guys, just because like I'll do a reaction or something like that. Maybe that'll be a thing that'll happen on the big stream. We might do little reactions there. We'll see. I'm still working on the plans for that. I've been to a few cons, but it's been a lot longer than I'd like to admit. Mostly anime cons because I'm a cool person. That is a really cool thing to go to. Ein, do, three, car, cuig. It's like the thing is like the latest cons. But before I went to TwitchCon last year, I haven't been to a convention in years. So I didn't go back to Twitch. It didn't go back to VidCon. As I just at that stage I wasn't really doing YouTube stuff as much anymore, and so yeah, that changed. And there was actually I did go to VidCon London, because there was one time where VidCon, I think it's been a couple of times, but VidCon London happened, and it was what was the detail about it that I'm remembering? Yeah, it was happening around the same time that I was in England anyway. So I was in England. I was finishing a course in the county of Dorset. And then I got the train back to London, and I just took the train directly to the convention centre and then checked out VidCon there. But it was near the end of the convention, so I actually didn't really get to see a huge amount. So, yeah, that was a bit of a waste of a trip, actually. Ein, do, three, car, cuig. Well, the waste of time going to the VidCon bit. It was just like, I missed most of it, and there wasn't really much to actually do because I was I was late, and I knew I wasn't going to actually get to see much because I knew I was going to be not getting in until late Sunday evening, or late Sunday during the event, so because it was all finishing up, say, around like 5 o'clock, and I got in like 4:30 or something like that. Do you have anyone with you, or did you just go alone? That time I went alone. And yeah, it's also an issue. It's like if you're going alone, it's like, okay. I kind of knew a few people, so I kind of like knew some of the creators because I was going to hang out with the queer community people. But yeah, it's they didn't really know me that well, so it was meh. And so 3 car quick. So yeah, that was probably not the best experience. Not a bad experience, but just like not great. So yeah, learn from that experience. Go to a convention with friends. Which is why I had a good time at VidCon Anaheim, because like I went with friends, people I knew, and I met other people that I knew as well. Am I out of? No, I'm not. Sacrifice to the void. So yeah, it is an important part of I think going to a convention is make sure that you're going with people you know. And sometimes it's important to make sure that the people you're going with are the right vibe for a convention as well. Because like if you go with people who are like just there to hang out with your friends, that can also be an issue as well, because then you might not push yourself and check out different panels and stuff like that you might have gone with a different person. So sometimes it's good to make sure that you're hanging out with people who you know, oh, these people will want to go see this, these people want to go see this. So like I know I need to spend a bit of time having a look and seeing what's on the schedule for TwitchCon. Because I think that is something important as well. Actually taking a bit of time and realizing, okay, I actually want to go see this, I want to go see this. And I think also just like making sure that, double checking with others and saying, hey, you guys up for going to see this? And then maybe if they're not, going to do it myself. So, I do kind of one thing I do kind of wish is that if I was partnered, then I would have access to some interesting panels that would be quite interesting. There's a couple of like partner level panels. There's not a huge amount of them, but there's a few that I would be very curious about checking out. But you can only go see them if you're a partner on Twitch, which is fine. 1, 2, 3 car Kuig. So I'll just have to keep an eye out for panels that do similar stuff that affiliates are able to go to see. So at least there's that. Maybe a partner friend can get you notes from one. True. Thankfully, I've got a couple of partner friends who are going, like Nuke and Marm and Avid and Leon and few. There's probably a couple of those I just can't think of right now. So yeah, I could probably chat with them if any of them are planning on going. But probably my best bet is chatting with Nuke and maybe Leon. I think they're the ones that are love Avid and Marm, but Avid and Marm are not necessarily the ones that are kind of like big and going to check out a whole bunch of different panels. Or at least that's kind of like the vibe that they gave in last year anyway. So, which is fine. But yeah, there's some people are big into checking out all the different things that go on in a convention. Other people aren't as big into that as other people. And everyone's got different priorities. Okay, I think hopefully I got enough to fill this all in. Yes. Perfection. Okay, we're getting close to the first interesting bit of this build today, because this will be the actual new portal that we'll be using for the end kingdom, for the end portal. Is there a lot of places to sit at Rotterdam one? Because that was a huge issue Comic-Con for me. I have fatigue issues. Okay, so I think that is something that I was talking... This is something that I would recommend talking to, say, someone like Ruby about. Because Ruby has got... Ruby has her own chronic pain issues that I think she's talked about before. But yeah, she'd have a better knowledge of like what accessibility stuff is going on. So the best bet is to remember where the food hall is. So the food hall is a good place to get seating, because that's probably one of the few places where you're like, there's gonna be seats and stuff for eating and stuff like that. Oh, we ran out. Okay. This is not safe. I should have been paying attention. What biome am I in? I'm in Basalt Delta. Okay. Biggest chance is going to be magma cubes. So, let's fly over and back as quick as we can. And hopefully it just is magma cubes and nothing else. That spawn there. Nothing a bow can't take care of. The problem is, it could be a ghast. That's the one that scares me the most, is a ghast popping up. Okay, let's just fly back as quick as possible. It's just magma cubes. Yes. Fantastic. Okay, great. So yeah, that is one thing just to be aware of, is know where the places that you can sit down are. There are not many seats just kind of like scattered around the main halls where people are walking around. There is seating, of course, at the different events. So, for example, like at the if you're going to like a talk or something like that, they generally will have seating there. Yeah, I always just bring my wheelchair to big events because there's never enough seats. The wheelchair accessibility is its own problem. I will say one nice thing about that convention center is that a lot of the stuff is, I think it is wheelchair accessible. So if you are a person who does have a wheelchair, take it, use it. If you've got that option, do it, because you're not actually allowed to. People have tried bringing in like the foldable chairs. You're not allowed to bring foldable chairs to the event, to these places, unfortunately. So yeah, it is something that you have to do. Yeah, that is something that they stipulate. You cannot bring foldable chairs. I could see the logic behind it, because if people are allowed to bring foldable chairs, you'll have a lot of able-bodied people who will do it as well. And then what will end up happening is you'll have a whole bunch of people with foldable chairs just being popped down all over the place. They're also fairly strict. They were fairly strict about people sitting on floors and stairs and stuff as well. So like they were quite strict about that. So it is all about safety. And generally, you can probably blame able-bodied people for some of the choices that have to be made, because able-bodied people will happily turn around and say, "Oh, you can bring in a chair? Oh, I'll bring in a chair. That's fantastic. I'll go sit in my line while I wait to queue into this event," rather than standing like all the other able-bodied people. So, as we all know, like the biggest issue for people who have got disabilities or have like chronic pain and stuff like that, the biggest issue is never other people with disabilities, etc. It's always able-bodied people who are like, "Oh, I can do this." It's like, no. If you're capable of standing properly without assistance, stand properly without assistance, and give priority to those people who actually need that assistance. So you can rent wheelchairs for events in lots of places, or there's walkers that have seats built into it too. Yeah, I don't know whether there's those things available to them. Like that, which should be something I think, like say something like TwitchCon should consider. Like that sounds like a very sensible thing for them to do at these events. Endo 3 Kuig. So like, but I don't know if they actually do that or not. So yeah, I don't know whether their mobility issue stuff has been improved on since last time. I know that San Diego had a lot of issues in 2024, I think, with mobility, or is it 2025? I think 2025 had a lot of mobility problems for people with mobility issues. But I remember that was something that came up, as like they were like, oh, you need to deal with this. And it's like, yeah. It probably gets easier when creators or bigger creators start pointing out the issues. So like, I know like one of the best people in the business that helps kind of like bring these things to people's attention is Good Times with Scar. And I know he's done, I'm pretty sure he's done San Diego. But it is definitely an issue in plenty of circles. Yeah, he had a lot to say about San Diego last year. Okay, right. So it was 2025 then. Yeah, I heard a lot of stories coming from San Diego. Okay, I think what we do is let's bring our boxes down here so that we can just work on this without going back and forth. And yeah, so let's go get our boxes and we can do this portal here. And get that set up, and then we can bring our boxes back down and do the bridge, and then we'll have the south side finished. So yeah, I think that's just something to check up on, is check the website, see what there is regarding mobility and stuff like that. If you're coming to Europe, 2026 it's Rotterdam. Actually, I don't know if they've booked. I don't know if they've actually booked the venue for 2027. As far as I know, San Diego has been booked for a couple of years in advance, but I think this is the last year that they have Rotterdam Ahoy booked, so they maybe go into a different city next year. So yeah, my only hope is that wherever they do go next time, is that that they're sensible and that they make sure that the venue has got some good accessibility and got good accessibility options. I think that is something that TwitchCon definitely needs to learn, considering like there's a lot. One thing I noticed is there's a lot of people who go to TwitchCon who have mobility issues. Like you look around, like it is a community of people that support each other that often have like people who are not fully able-bodied. So I think that as a convention, it should definitely be trying to do its best to facilitate those people as best they can. Whole thing, I've avoided traveling since I started having issues, but I really want to travel. And I remember seeing a short or a clip from Scar, Good Times with Scar, where he said that like he's noticed that in the last little while, people have not, like in the last like year or two, people have been not nice about, they've not been, attitudes toward disability has been very much like, oh, well, it's a privilege to be able to access these things as a disabled person rather than a right. And it's kind of like, that's not very nice. That's not very, I feel like that's, he's been saying, he's personally felt like he's expressed it as if like it feels like it's going backwards a little bit, which really is a shame. It really is a shame if things are feeling like they're going backwards a bit. So I hope that it's not a general thing that's going to happen. I know, like, here in Ireland, there's a lot of, and in Europe, there's a lot of places which are kind of like, oh, you got to go. Oh, no, thank you so much for hanging out. I'll catch you soon. But yeah, I feel like that's something that is definitely is kind of sometimes neglected a little bit. Like great terracotta. So we just fill this all in. So yeah, I'm hoping that the world is going to realize, hang on a second. It's nice to be nice. One of the most amazing features of humanity is that we are able to, like, one of our most defining features, I think, is just medicine. Medicine, helping each other, going as fast as the slowest person in the group. I feel like that is what the pinnacle of humanity is. That is my personal thoughts on it. It's like, if you want to be the best human, you don't have to be a doctor, but you just, like, have the attitude of, like, okay, we support each other, we help each other, we help out people who have problems, who need support. Like, that is just this most simple, basic thing that you can do as a human being, is to support people in their difficulties. And this is actually, I'm going to talk about it now. So, oh, we've got ads. Okay, I'll wait for the ads to do the thing. I think people taking a moment to realize what people are people, and that's what matters at the end of the day. Especially when you have a more visible disability, or one that's not fully diagnosed yet. My doctor sees my symptoms but can't figure out what's causing them. Exactly. It's a thing. But yeah, I'm gonna wait for the ads to go away, and then we can. I want to get into. I would love to just, like, briefly talk about what I am interested in raising, doing for charity this week. Okay, I'm looking for tough stairs. I have. There's a stack there. Okay. And a little bit of the reasons why I want to fundraise for this charity. Like, it's an important one, I think. Okay. Next layer. I love that you're making this celebration to a fundraising opportunity. It's something I thought about it for a long time, and then I'll be honest, something happened today that made me realize, actually, yeah, I'm gonna do this. Light grey concrete powder, that's what I need. So yeah, something happened today that just made me realize, actually, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this, and I think it'll be just a very important message. Where is the light grey concrete powder? Oh, here it is. Okay, didn't realize I had that. Not that much. Bum. Light grey concrete powder. I need my wool. My carpet. Black carpet. And where's the grey carpet? Here we go. Okay, welcome back from the ads on the Twitch side, ladies and gentlemen. So, this portal is going to take us to the end island. So, if you want to get to the end, we're going to get rid of the old portal, which is up there. And this one's going to have... We're going to put some chorus fruit on top of this one. And I'm going to be... Yeah, I know Milkman would probably have designed a chorus fruit, which was... didn't actually use any chorus fruit and looked really, really cool. But I am just going to use actual chorus fruit instead because, like, it's non-spawnable. Yay! Anyway, so... charity this Friday. Sorry, this Wednesday and Thursday. I want to raise for a charity called Pieta House here. So Pieta House is a very special charity here in Ireland. It is just in Ireland. It doesn't do charity work outside of Ireland, unfortunately. It's a local charity in the country. But what it does, it's a mental health charity. And one of the things that often helps out with a lot of the time is it helps with it helps fundraise for helps with supporting people who are going through difficulties, but it also recently there was I got news. It's not personal per se, but it's kind of like I know of the person's. I know the person who's. Yeah. Anyway, there was an incident recently. So, and I felt like, you know what? I feel like this is the right time of year to do it because, it's a tough subject, but it's something that isn't going to be tackled on unless people actually address it. That's supposed to be clay, or that's supposed to be clay. So mental health is often a touchy subject for people, but it's also an important topic to bring up as well. So, and the thing is, it affects a lot of people that we don't even realize that affects a lot of people. And I am so grateful for charities that do this work because it generally does save lives. Doesn't always manage to save lives, but a lot of the time we'd be worse off if they weren't doing the work that they're doing. So I know something that many people suffer with and we don't talk about. So mental health, very important to me. So that's why. And also, this time of year is a special time of year for this charity because at this time of year is when they do some of their biggest charity fundraiser pushes. So they do a thing called Darkness into Light, which is literally they organize walks across the island of Ireland where people will meet during nighttime at the end of the nighttime, and then they will do a sponsored walk in a open space in, say, Dublin or across the country, and then they will walk until dawn. So the idea is you're walking from darkness into light. So it's all about, it's such a wonderful charity for the work that they do for helping people. And I was like, do you know what? This is the time to do it, which is one of the reasons why the one redemption which I'm going to just mention now, for every euro donated, I'm going to place a candle inside the chapel. So who knows, we could end up with like a couple of 100 candles in lighting up the inside of the chapel by the end of the stream, which would be amazing. So yeah, that's okay. I'm getting tears in my eyes now. Oh well, but anyway, that's the idea. Is I think it's just it's an important charity. It's an important thing to talk about. I think mental health is an important thing for people to talk about in general, and that is why I want to fundraise for them, because of the work that they do. So yeah, we're going to turn into that. Well, what do you know? I get paid on the first day of the 24-hour stream, and we get a sizable. Oh, the walk is a really powerful thing. They've been doing it for years, and I think it's such like I don't think I've ever got around to doing it myself. Polished tough wall. This is where we're going to need. Actually, I might just grab out the bundles, because that's probably where they all are. Polished tough wall is here. Light blue terracotta is here. So yeah, it's just a really cool thing to be able to say, hey, let's just do this. So, so we're going to do that on Wednesday and Thursday. Okay, how are we doing? So we do, you go there. I need to go back in here afterwards and, oh no. Actually, we do this. I can fly me. Not great. Aha, here we go. Yeah. So anyway, that's the plan for the event. We're gonna make it. We're gonna properly do things. We're gonna do things well. And then we're gonna make sure that it gets marked well in SBK as well. So, but yeah, and then part of it yeah, brain is now thingamabobbing. Okay, and a side stairs. Any chance there? One of the things are in here. That's a lot of blocks in here. There we go. There's our andesite stairs. I called it perfectly. Now, what way do you're facing this way? Oh, what do I need? What have I been... oh, I finally caught up on the... I probably mentioned this yesterday. I think I did. But yeah, I finally caught up on all the videos of SBK. Because I was behind. So I'm now all caught up and I know everything. I know all the details. Actually, I lie because Viking posted a video today and I didn't get to see it. Yes. So I'm sure I will catch that sometime soon. Okay, these are the oxidized copper lamps, which makes them very easy to do. Is that it? Nope, I had a feeling there was some back here. There's just no chains in this one. Okay, so no chains. I need to grab a flint and steel. Oh. I don't have... I must have put down my... what you call it somewhere. Ender chest somewhere. Okay, well, ender chest are going to have to... Is it not there? Okay. Do you know where I have an ender chest, guys? In my ender chest. It's the best place for it. An ender chest and an ender chest. Just what you need. Cobblestone. Just cobblestone. I think I need... Those are tough brick slabs. Okay. Tough brick slabs. Cobblestone. Bussy! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, guys. Did you have a good time? Okay, what else do I need to bring up here? I need some moss blocks. Moss blocks. Oh, they're in the bag. What were you up to today, Footy? Did you have spare obsidian on you before, or are those ape from the broken chest? I think those are spare obsidian. I'm pretty sure those are spare obsidian because I haven't broken a chest. This has got a silk touch one. Baji, GG's in the 130 stream streak. GG's. Okay, let me see. Anything else? That is light grey terracotta. I have some of you. Okay, I think I've got all the blocks I need for that next layer. Should probably have brought scaffolding. Okay. Slab here. Nope, not there. I've been lurking here for the last 45 minutes. While streaming? Okay, tough brick. Is this a double? It is a double. Aha, okay. Top. double. Aha. Okay, that makes sense now. Declare. Oh, andesite. I don't have andesite on me. Okay, I need to go get some andesite is in the thing. Where is the... You guys can be just placed straight down here. And we're going to just let these flowers start to grow. Yes, okay. Yeah, I've never been very good at doing, like... I know some people are good at doing, like, the lurking while streaming thing. I've never been very good at it myself. I tend to just, like, have... I just not very good at it myself. I know other people enjoy doing it. I know I've seen Ruby do it a lot, and I'm like, oh, wow, okay. I don't know how you can manage both at the same time. But you know what? You do you. And I'll do me, and I will, and you can do your thing. That's supposed to be light grey concrete powder in that corner for some reason. Okay, light grey concrete powder on both. And then I just need to get some andesite. Oh, whoopsie daisies. Let's go get that andesite then. I think the lights are here. Aha, here we go. I think I just need one. I couldn't do it and actively pay attention to the other person's stream. I'm way too easily distracted. Yes. Me too. Well, maybe not necessarily easily distracted is the correct term. I'm just like not very good at like kind of like being able to do both at the same time. I will leave that to the younger people who are able to do those kind of things. That's this layer here done. And then this should all be pale moss carpet, which I have plenty of. Don't think that'll stop that from growing. Pretty sure that'll still grow. Okay, and that should be it. I'm just going to let these guys grow as they are. Oh, I need to get rid of that. Okay, let me quickly get rid of this because that will probably affect some of the growth of these things. Tessa, how's it going? We are working on the Nether Hub area of SBK, of Skyblock Kingdoms, today. Milkman built a fantastic Nether Hub. However, it doesn't really address the issues with outer parts of the Nether Hub of Skyblock Kingdom. So we are fixing some of the main ones today, the important issues, so that people can enjoy a much nicer experience. Also, I'm doing this as well because like we're getting close to the end of the season. And with the season very, very, very close to the end, I want to make sure that this world is grounders safe. Grounders is what we call people who don't really use elytra. So I want everyone who comes onto this world to feel like that they don't need to use elytra when coming on here. So we want to give them the options. We want to be able to traverse this wonderful world without elytra as well. I don't think froglights take any particular type of tool. So I had to come in here today, as I don't always end my footy session today. Okay, now the flowers should be able to grow without anything in the way. What was my favorite animal? Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to just say it off the top of my head, an owl. Barn owl. Is it my favorite animal? It's good enough. Okay, let's clear out my inventory of stuff that I don't necessarily need. Actually, might as well grab these resources, because who knows, might come in handy. Lights in here. Bushy, thank you so much for the 15 biddies. I appreciate that. Okay, you're a good box to put this extra stuff in.
It's a hoot.
Right, I think what we do next is let's get the staircase in. And after we've got the staircase in, we can get rid of the old bridge. Alfie! Guess where this goes? We are creating a brand new portal to the end. Oh, I need to get myself a new ender chest because I lost my old one. So let's go quickly grab that. Yeah. Making the Nether Hub feel connected to the rest of the world. That is not an ender chest. That is an ender chest. All is right with the world. We have one now. Flint and steel. And let's go light that portal so it's all working, because I just got rid of the old one, which means that, yeah, there is no portal connected to the thing. I'm also just going to get rid of that old portal that's up there. That's like just sitting there. It's not really needed anyway. But yeah, we're going to get this all done. So yeah, currently we're working on the south side. So the south side is being worked on. We're going to get this bridge to connect over to the elevator over there. And then we're going to go pick one of the other cardinal directions and work in that. Probably going to work on the... I'll probably go do the north side next. So I'll probably do the north side section next. Okay. Let's get these back down again. And I'm going to keep you in there. Anyway, how are you doing, Alfie? We were chatting a little bit about TwitchCon earlier. Very excited for that. Also, very excited after hearing about your other plans as well. Very excited for you to have those other plans as well, which is going to be awesome. Okay, let's see. Grab you. Quick check. Did I miss anything below here? Yeah, hype for that. How are you doing? Yeah, I think we're doing good. We also got to check out Nukery's front page stream today. He had that was a lot of fun. It was a lot as well. Like, it was a big stream. Like, he was going for how many hours? I think it was, I want to say 9 hours. So he did a 9-hour stream today. He has definitely done 9-hour streams before, but still, like, it doesn't make it any easier. Also, good news. I have made decisions on my 24-hour stream to 12-hour streams, actually, rather than full 24 hours. So they're going to be on this Wednesday and Thursday, and I'm going to make it a charity stream. So we're going to raise funds for a mental health charity based here in Ireland called Pieta House. And it's just like, Yeah, it's just like it's something that I feel like I wanted to do. So we're going to, and just like I think just like a couple of things that happened recently that I'm just like, do you know what? I need to do this. I need to do this charity thing. Okay, this time around. Did I not get? Is it literally just 2 pieces of pale oak? That's pale oak. That's basalt. Should it all be basalt? I think that's actually supposed to be basalt. Alright, we're going to switch that out for basalt. I'm going to ignore that being pale oak. I think that was just a little mistake. Charity, excellent use of long stream. Absolutely. That's what I was just like, you know what? I thought about it and I was like, this thing happened today, and I'm just like, do you know what? It's high time that I got round to actually doing a bit of fundraising for that particular charity, because like they've done so much good work in Ireland for mental health, and just like, yeah. So I wanted to just give a little bit back to that. Syra Beast, thank you so much for the stretch. I really appreciate that. Ooh. Oh, we're also going to explore the world download for season 1 during a charity stream as well, because like, yes, there's a lot of people who have not seen world season 1 of SBK, and I think that's something we need to show, that people can get access to the world download, and they can check it out themselves. And for those who don't really feel that they want to do that, or necessarily feel comfortable doing that, then this way I can say, hey, you can check out this stream, and this will be a good opportunity to see the world download. So, Lady Lorax, how are you doing? Good to see you. You're excited for the world download? World download of viewing my world download, or also I did get that message, Lady Lorax. I do need to get back to you. Just timing. I will do that. Later. Oh, I see. Okay, right. That was a thing. That's the joys of Axiom doing things for you differently. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm excited for you guys to get the world download for season 2, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing the work that I'm doing right now. So the work that I'm doing right now is the Nether Hub. I'm doing the outer Nether Hub mostly. And the reason why I'm doing this work is I want to be a proper grounder and make the Nether Hub as grounder friendly as possible. So if someone comes on to the world download and they don't feel like flying, they shouldn't have to feel like they have to fly to get to different places. So I know I can't do everything. I can't get every kingdom to make themselves grounders friendly. Like Vikings definitely got a lot of couple of little things are just like, okay, well, this is not exactly this is not exactly grounder friendly with the jumping across the parkour stuff, but it doesn't mean that we can't make the Nether Hub somewhat grounder friendly. So yes, we're doing the grounder stuff here in the Nether Hub, making sure that it is good and working for everyone. Be a proper grounder. Aren't you wearing rings right now? Yes, my emergency elytra. Also, my scaffolding when I can't get on top of something. Oh, look how tall the flowers have grown. I love that. The flowers of the chorus flowers have grown a lot taller in this world than they did in the original version. Okay, and here is where we move into our slabbage. So we need to get some slabs, and do I have... oh, that's not moss. Moss there. Okay, so I need to make sure I've got all my basalt, a bunch of pale moss carpet, and this stuff here. Okay, cool. Are there going to be wings in a chest near spawn for the world download? Not that I can't put some on in my inventory. It'll kind of just depend on what people do. So I imagine, I think in season 1, some people put all their stuff at the start of the world, like at spawn. So a couple of people did that. So you probably, it'll just kind of depend on what people do. I imagine that some people will probably put wings down at spawn for people to use. So I personally will probably be one of the people who won't be doing that, because I just expect that people will probably do it, someone else will probably do it instead. So, which is fine. But yeah, I know I will be putting my stuff in my bedroom, like I did in season 1. So season 1, I left all my gear in my bedroom in Spruce Kingdom. And I plan to do the same thing for season 2 as well. I will use my bedroom as the location where I put all my gear at the end of when the world download is being prepared. So yeah, if anyone wants to go find my stuff, that's where you go find it. Other people will make their own decisions on how they want to preserve their stuff. And yeah, everyone kind of does their own thing. But then again, not everyone does the bedroom thing that I do. Like, in season 1, I was fortunate enough that Duvid... so, Duvid actually built a large portion of the interiors of Spruce Kingdom house in season 1. Because we had the island exchange in season 1, where several of the creators switched islands for a period of time. Duvid switched and Acorn switched. So Duvid came and joined the Spruce Kingdom for a short while. It was awesome. I thought it was a really, really cool idea. So Duvid decided that one of the things that we could suggested was, well, why don't you do the interiors of Spruce House, because neither Acorn nor I had really kind of like gotten round to it. I will be honest, I was still very kind of like cautious about doing interiors myself. I felt like I couldn't do them. I have gotten more comfortable with them now. But at the time I was like, I don't know how to tackle the interior of a big house. So he built my bedroom. At least this season I can say that I built my own bedroom, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So yeah. That is a good thing to be able to say. I've grown up a bit more as a builder, more confident in my ability to put things together. My building has evolved a lot since season 1, because like I spent a good big section of season 1 figuring out how to build a largish island and getting comfortable with building a largish island. And it wasn't that big, but I spent a huge amount of time just like working on detail and learning how to getting more comfortable with detail and stuff. So yeah, that was some of my growth in that season. Actually, we need to change these out for... Break you. That's supposed to be polished basalt. I'll just do basalt. There we go. Okay, that's fine. And now we just get rid of the old pathway here. I'm going to keep that there because that actually goes somewhere. And then we just need to take down the old one there. Okay, great. Okay, I can turn off this particular... This is the southern one. So this is all completely built now. We just need to take down the old routes. So... It was a fun project to keep coming back to, and I did actually watching you get better. Yay, thank you. I didn't pay him to say that. I maybe subscribed to him, but I did that doesn't count. Yeah, I was thinking about, do I have time to do more work on the nether pathways and stuff here on season 2? Like this, I'll get this done. I'm gonna help see what I can do to help Nukery out with the ground. Say, perfect place to do that sound, honestly. Here in the nether. How are you doing, Say Beans? But yeah, I was kind of like thinking maybe I should go in and do some work on the highways and stuff here in the nether. Especially the ones that kind of are connected to stuff that I've been doing, like in the nether factory and stuff. I just woke up from a nap, might make some cake. Ooh, what type of cake? Cake is good. Okay, time to take this all down. Chocolate cake in a mug. Cake in a mug. Ooh. I think what we can do is... I don't think anything spawns on top of frog lights, so we're going to do this. Want to bake cake in a rice cooker. Some time. Cake in a rice cooker? What type of cake would you make in a rice... this is where I'm going to be ignorant. I do not know what type of cake you can make in a rice cooker. That sounds fascinating. I've heard of the mug cake, but not a rice cooker cake. Yeah, mug cake I think I've heard of, because like, yes. Miss Maury wants more. We want to know. Rice cooker cake. She just cleaned her rice cooker. Miss Maury wants to make cake in a rice cooker now too. Chocolate cake. What am I feel like... I don't necessarily feel like cake necessarily right now, but... I am now fascinated by the idea of a rice cooker cake. Me too. I am guessing it's something that you kind of like will fill up the rice cooker with what you're doing, and you're just like, yeah. Does it come out like it's baked, or? Say, we demand answers. Yes. Say, let us know. Teach us your ways. Teach us your ways. We need to know how to make a rice cooker cake. Rice cakes? No, no, no. Chocolate cake in a rice cooker, I think. Rice cakes are a different thing. I don't think you'd use... you couldn't use a rice cooker necessarily to make rice cakes, I don't think, because they're generally kind of like a different type of shape. Fantasmart, how's it going? Good to see ya. How's my inventory space doing? I could use an emptying before we continue on. Okay, let's get rid of this portal. Because we do have room for this, I think. Say drops that statement, refuses to elaborate, leaves. Say, if you're in my Discord, ! Discord, and you have something that my bad disappeared, I got a phone call. That is a valid excuse. That's a valid excuse. Now, provided that the phone call was to talk about cake being made in a rice cooker. Because we're all so fascinated. It was. Oh, wow. Okay. Actually, also, how are my boots doing? My boots are doing fine. And let's go empty the boxes. Okay. What can I get rid of? Don't need these. Fabulous. So, you can be pardoned if you tell us how to make a cake in a rice cooker. Okay, so I haven't tried it yet, but I've seen two methods online. Filling the rice cooker with water and putting a smaller container cake tin in the water and steaming it. Oh, steamed cake. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I don't think I've ever done steamed cake. Unless you count Christmas pudding. But that's... I don't know if you call... That's not really a cake. Well, you could call it a fruit cake, actually. You could do a fruit cake that way, couldn't you? No! Okay, yeah, I've seen poached eggs in a rice cooker the same way. Poached eggs. I need some... I've been meaning to try making poached eggs properly at one point. I have never done it, though. Just, You are a fruitcake? Yes. Everyone's a fruit and nut cake. Da 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 do 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 do. I'm showing my parents' age. There was an advertisement on TV years and years ago, probably before I was even born, and it used the music of da 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 dum bum bum da 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 do 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 do. It's one of the Nutcracker pieces. Really cool piece. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I think it's called Dance of the Flowers. And but the song they put lyrics to it, and they called it "Everyone's a Fruit and a Nut Cake." Chat, am I pardoned? You absolutely are. I've seen people claim to cook things in the dishwasher, and my main question is why. That's probably my main question as well. Why would you cook in the dishwasher? It's if you have a dishwasher, you probably have an oven. Unless you're no. Well, are there? Excuse my ignorance. Are there ovens which can also be dishwashers? I've seen ice cream made in a dryer. This sounds like interesting cooking channels. This is what it sounds like. Sabi, is that you're grabbing a whole bunch of interesting YouTube channels that do interesting ways to cook. This is, or even streams. This is fascinating. It's the weirdest way you could imagine cooking things, with home appliances. I suppose you could make toast with an iron. If you really wanted to. You could cook fried eggs on a hot car. If you really wanted to. I've heard of people cooking things in dishwashers, but never ice cream in dryers. Yeah, that one is... Ice cream... I suppose I've never made ice cream that's cooked. Like the cooked ice... The ice creams that I have done have generally been like very, very... Like mainly just like made with whipped cream. And then you put it in a freezer. I can send the video I saw on the Discord actually. Yes. Share them in my Discord. That's what it's there for. Share these weird and wacky things. Ooh, I am pretty happy with how those flowers turned out. That is good. That is good. Is it like ice creams you shake a bunch? Could be that. Yeah, you could use the dryer to help, like, whip up the ice cream, I suppose. You must be using... Like, dryers are pretty big things, like... And, like, would you have the dryer turned on with heat? Or would you just be, like, using the spin cycle or something? Yeah, but instead of shaking, you throw it in the dryer. Dryers generally do get quite hot, don't they? So, can you imagine? I don't really want to imagine the noise. I think I've got a feeling the noise is probably very, very sloshy and not very pleasant. Sabines, you're going to enlighten us with all these crazy things now. This is something else. I'm gonna go check out my Discord now later and just be like, probably no heat. You can't. A lot of dryers you can turn off the heat as well. You can just do a spin cycle. I know with. I'm pretty sure with my dryer you can just do, if you need to, you can just do a spin. If you need to just like spin out the clothes rather than do a full heat thing. There's options. I keep having to stop going back and forth because, like, if I leave I'm pretty sure mobs can spawn on top of soul sand, so yeah. My church had a picnic service and my dad did a sermon about how people should work together and support each other and we can achieve great things, and then set out an old-fashioned ice cream churn on the table and everyone had to do their time during the picnic. Oh, that's a cool thing. Yeah. That's a very community church thing to do. Coming up with one of those kind of like activities that kind of encourages everyone to get involved in some way or another. Yeah. Look, you get involved in a church community that is engaging and positive and like genuinely there to make people's lives a better time rather than the doom and gloom kind of groups. Because like there's all sorts. I'm not going to get too much into like religion, things like that, but like there is positive churches out there. There are also a lot of really boring churches out there. And there's also the more controversial churches out there. But you get all sorts. Genuinely, you get all sorts. And often what I find is that like it's also about finding the right community for you. That's probably the most important thing, is about finding the right community. Because it's not everyone is suited to all types of church. My dad is very fond of his object lessons, lol, and feeding everyone and everything. His church cares about for 2 feral cat colonies on top of everything else they do. They look after. Okay, I think Slipshot is interested. If you heard that, they're looking after feral cats. It's like, oh, excuse me, interesting. You sold me at cats. Yeah, that's. I think sometimes more often than not, people always zone in on the negatives of the church. And yes, there are plenty of negatives out there. But we can't, just like with all walks of humanity, just like with every single walk of humanity, there are positive and negatives. I said it in a Discord, in a friend's Discord there the other day. It said, there's no such thing as black and white. There's always grays. So like, you're never going to have something absolutely perfect. Humans are by nature flawed. So we're never going to be perfect, but you have to kind of like find the right vibe for you. And hopefully that right vibe for you is a positive community. Just like here on Twitch, where we've got this lovely community here. A lot of us on my community, the wider SBK community. That is the most important thing, is like, yes, we do make mistakes. I have made mistakes. Other people make mistakes. But we learn, and we do, as long as people are doing their best to improve and be better people when they make mistakes, That's all that you can really ask for. They didn't notice the mark until... Sorry. Slip. Their church has a church cat who lives in the building. She is a calico where she curls in a ball. Her marks look like praying hands on her back. We got a lot of missionaries that are making point. Most people like, you didn't notice the mark until a year after you started living in the church. Oh, that's adorable. We have got actually quite a few of the universities in Dublin have got university cats. It just seems to be a thing that happens in Dublin that like each university, like a friend of mine was just pointing out that she went, I think it was Maynooth University, and she found out that they have a cat out there and she was so happy to meet it. I think her husband works there actually. So so it's kind of cool that it's like yeah, let's do the cats. The universities have got cats. There was definitely a cat in the university that I went to. Trinity College Dublin's definitely got a cat. Actually, they might have a couple of cats. So I can do with it. It could definitely be yummy. Shredded chicken. What, we're doing shredded chicken now? But it's never black or white. The truth is in the middle. That sounds familiar. It is that sounds familiar. That sounds like an Abbott song to me. Should I make a chicken salad, tuna salad, or shredded chicken bacon ranch thing? Shredded chicken bacon ranch thing is what I would love. That sounds amazing. I will happily take one of those. You're making one for me as well, Lynn. Sorry, Lorax. Here, I'll just DM you my address. See, I was going to try to say tuna, but you're biased. That's fine. Like you've got if you've got the tuna craving, do it. Gotta talk about our own preferences. My preferences would be for the bacon. Your preferences may be for the tuna. And this is the way. This is the way. In my opinion, you describe any dish as a thing, you are obliged to choose it. And they spent their entire monthly budget 1 month to replace the security system inside the church from motion detection to something else that the church cat could stay inside. Dedication to the cat. I see your church has got its priorities straight. Lady's going to make them all and we just take the ones we like. Oh, great. Okay, so we're all going to gather to have a lunch, and then of course Miss Maury's dad is going to leave an ice cream maker in the middle of it all, and we have to all take our turn at churning up some ice cream. That's what we've got to do. Yeah. So that's good. Yep, I'll babysit the cats. Yes. Sounds good. Ooh, excuse me. I think we might be able to get this all done before those all despawn. And not ThraCon 2026. You're paying for it. I'm joking. That's the cool thing about. I think that's probably the best thing about going to something like TwitchCon is that you do actually get that. Is bringing the community together. It's giving opportunities for people to bring their communities together. That's the best thing about the conventions is doing those kind of things. Kid Bear, good to see you. Actually, were you here earlier? I feel like you were here earlier. Back to the convention talk again. You were here earlier. You know, I am slightly jealous of my sister because she actually met her long-term girlfriend. You sleep well, Fata Smart. Thank you so much for hanging out today, and I appreciate the lurk. But yeah, my sister found her long-term girlfriend at a convention, at a Comic-Con actually, which I'm like, it's amazing. Well, maybe if I keep my eyes open properly, who knows? TwitchCon could be this. TwitchCon could be it. If I make it to TwitchCon 2027, I have to figure out how to fit a Victorian dress in a suitcase. Well, I imagine you, with your expertise on fabrics, you probably would figure it out, maybe. Now, are you planning on doing like the full corset and everything like that? Because that might be tricky. Okay, let's put you in there. Seeing people cosplaying Viking Avid made me light up earlier. I hope I get to manage another cosplay for next year. Honestly, if you do, please send me a picture, because like that'd be amazing. Actually, I will definitely be bringing the mask to TwitchCon, and the visor. I think. Do you know what? If I get my act together, I will see if I can throw together a little bit of something that I can use as a cosplay for my Season 2 character. Oh, well, now the mask has been redeemed. But yeah, I think I might see if I can come up with a... It's because it shouldn't be too hard to do a cosplay of my Season 2 character, because it is just like shirt, jacket, trousers. Just need to make sure I get the ones that kind of like tie in with, so... It's not like it's something that's particularly hard to put together. I think like my main character design with the stripes and stuff like that, that's a little bit harder to find because you have to find those details. So I think that one is a little bit trickier. But yeah, here comes the mask. Honestly, I've tried to find corsets. I find corsets very comfortable when doing travel. I'll probably wear the corset on the plane. Actually, that is generally like the trick, isn't it? To see what you can get away with on the plane when flying and stuff. So if you can manage the trickier, bulkier things on the plane, then that can help. Celtic Sparks, or the Celtic Sparks, depends on where you're from, I suppose. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the chorus. Well, let us know how your day's going. Please do. Just sit back and relax. That's also fine too. We are working on the Nether Hub in Skyblock Kingdoms, because the outer parts of the Nether Hub are meh. They're very meh, and they need to be less meh. So we're trying to fix that. I am actively putting together a cosplay of Season 2 and that's... Dudes. That is insane. County Meath, man! Oh, well, I've got some bad news for you. I'm a dub. Sorry. I've got... Yeah. Then again, that's probably bad news for anyone who lives outside Dublin. I like dubs, you're grand. Okay, good. I just like to take the mick out of myself sometimes, because like it is the joke that we have about like people from Dublin. So it's like. Anyway, we welcome in. So I assume then it's Celtic Sparks then, rather than Celtic Sparks, unless you're a Celtics fan, I suppose. But yeah, welcome in. How are you doing? And I know a good bunch of nice people from Meath as well, actually. I went to school with a couple of people from Meath. Not that I live anywhere near Meath. Those people ended up traveling quite a distance for school. So yeah. I suppose that's the interesting thing, like when you go to like secondary school level often people might travel quite a distance to get to work, to school, rather than they'll go bigger distance than they would if they were younger. So do you have any advice on what to do to start gaining more followers? So, consistency. That is one of the biggest things. I presume you're just streaming on Twitch. If you're streaming Minecraft, I would recommend considering doing a bit of variety streaming, because if you do variety streaming, you might get pulled into other communities as well. Raiding is something that really does help. Raid into streams that are not too big. So if you see, say, there's maybe between 10 and 30 people in the chat, those are good streams to raid into, because the streamer will see you, the viewers will see you. We've hit ads. I don't know if you're stuck in ads, but if you are stuck in ads, I can continue that question after the ads are over. Yeah, I'll get. You know, it's a good topic to actually talk about sometimes. I'll wait until the ads are over, and hopefully then I can get into that topic. Honestly, the whole Victorian gender bent and after cosplay came about because I wanted an excuse for a navy blue Victorian dress suit. That's cool. Okay. I haven't actually done anything, but I have cosplay ideas. That's cool, Eagle. Posted a pic of food in Discord. Lady Lorax has made food. Lady Lorax has made food. Lady Lorax has made food. Let's quickly check that. The food options. Pics of food. Oh, that looks gorgeous, Lady Lorax. That is beautiful. Really beautiful. Yeah, just Twitch. I was not sure which games to play to get started with well enough. Actually, if you're not sure what games to get started with, here's the rule that I did for Twitch. I was gaming in the evening times, and I was like, actually, why don't I game and stream at the same time? So play the games that you enjoy. If it is Minecraft, play Minecraft. If it's other games, play the other games. But play the games that you enjoy and just stream. Make sure you talk, even if there's no one watching, 2 or 3 people watching but nobody talking. If nobody's talking in chat, always talk as if there's like always someone in chat to talk to. So have a think about like things that you like to talk about, and it could be about the game that you're doing. If you're doing like, I found doing a game like God of War was really good for me, because I was able to just like talk all the time about the story. So that worked well for me. So yeah, those are some of the things that I did. Other thing is, so raid into other channels and get active in those channels as well. So raid into streams that you enjoy that are medium sized, like not too big, but a place where you could be visible in the community, make friends in that community as well. I will say that like I managed to do well by just like, so one of the communities I absolutely love and I'm still part of is Gaeilge. She's a Minecraft streamer, and it's just because like I engaged there, I chatted there, I made friends there, and that's just like how to go about it. Really, it's just like it's about chatting, and it's not necessarily about making friends with the streamer themselves, but talking with other people in those chats, and just like it's all about making friends. Or you can just sit back and relax and wait for people to come to you, which can take a little bit longer. Other people use other platforms to try and kind of like promote their stuff. Actually, this is now finished, so I'm going to finish this recording actually. So that is Nether Hub South. So yeah, those are some of the suggestions that I have. And be patient. It takes time sometimes. Sometimes it happens very quickly. Sometimes it can take a long time. So, yeah, like a friend of mine, Nukery, he has been working towards partner for... He was working towards partner for like about 5 years. Other friends of his made partner a lot quicker. But he finally got partner this year. Personally, I'm not anywhere near partner at the moment, but I'm doing, I would say community-wise, like I'm doing okay. So yeah. Also a bit off topic, but I'm finally caught back up with Skyblock Kingdoms April. Yay! GG's. I would say making sure you have fun is a big helper. Viewers can usually tell if you're being genuine. They can, exactly. And like you don't, there's no point in doing streaming if you're not having fun. And make sure you're doing things that you enjoy. That's the most important thing really with streaming, is like do things that you enjoy. Don't necessarily do things that other people want you to do. Okay, how are my boots doing? My boots are doing okay. Right, time is 21:58. Okay, so I think if let's go do the north side. The north side is the second biggest part of the project because we have to do a portal and we have to do another big long bridge. So let's do that. See you in a second, Slipshod. So I need to reload this, I think. Do I? No, I don't. Okay, great. Now, so let's start off by placing down these here. I could put you in there. See, that's where I've heard hard time, because sometimes I seem genuinely happy and entertaining when streaming, but then I have other times where I go silent and say nothing with a blank expression. Yeah, it happens. Happens to us all. I think that's just like, if you're not feeling in the mood for like talking and stuff like that with your stream, that's kind of like, yeah, where you have to kind of like think like, okay, am I really engaged here, or am I ready to do the thing that I need to do to be a streamer here? Because like that is a big part of being a streamer. Now, some people come into streaming and they've already got, they have a ready-made audience because like they maybe have done something else, like they've done YouTube or something like that. But like if you're starting out and like it's like a proper start out, you really do have to be in a position where you're like, okay, chat. Oh, the mask gets a break. Okay. So it is something that I think most streamers, if you are the kind of like, I personally think that if you're not talking to stream, kind of have to think about like, okay, what can I do to keep things kind of engaging? Like if you're playing Minecraft, most of the time you're going to have to talk. If you're playing another type of game, other types of games can be a lot easier to engage with when you're talking. Because like I think with Minecraft, a lot of the time when I'm streaming in Minecraft, I'm talking about, a lot of the time I'm not even talking about Minecraft. I'm talking about a whole bunch of different things. Like a lot of the discussions we've had today are about TwitchCon that's coming up. End up talking about food. Food is a good one. People are always ready to talk about food. So yeah, it's really, there's a lot of like little, there's just, you just kind of, it really just depends on what you're playing. We're doing Visor. Oh, we're fantastic. Oh, this is going to be fun. Always is fun. Okay, where did I put these? Here we go. Okay, we're going to need these. I love wearing the visor. You're taking notes. That's fair. And like, if anyone else wants notes as well. And like, just remember, this is just my experience. Other people might turn around and say, actually, no, this is like a better thing to do. So, it is perfectly okay to turn around and say, actually, do you know what? maybe this is not the way. Ein, do, three, car, chuig. So yeah, different people have different takes on how to do things, and that is perfectly okay. So if you ever find like, oh, well, actually this person says do this, then try that out. Just because I've said it doesn't mean that it's the only way. So yeah, options. And feel like trying different things. But like two things that are probably the most important with growth on Twitch is consistency and talking. Those are my two golden rules, really. Consistency and talking. When I got consistent with streaming, it got a lot better. Like I had a schedule which I knew, okay, people will know that I'll be streaming at this time. They know that I'm going to be around, and then they're like, oh yeah, I can pop in and watch an after stream at this time. And like that is one of the biggest things that I've helped out on Twitch streaming. Oh, I am loving the visor. The visor is awesome. I am not going to complain about the visor at all. It is my love. Okay, let's work on this section here, because what we need to do is this. After you are comfortable talking about your favorite SMPs, that's a great option. Survival multiplayer. So like this is if you're playing in Minecraft. I'm playing on a content creator only SMP. It's called Skyblock Kingdoms. At the moment, there's no one else online. But also, if you're a Minecraft creator and you like talk about, if you're like a small streamer or something, or a starter streamer, I'm gonna say starter streamer rather than small streamer, starting streamer, and you like talk about Minecraft, talking about things like Skyblock Kingdoms, stuff like that, is a great conversation starter, especially since like a lot of people in, say, my community would love to talk to a streamer about this kind of content. I've talked a little bit about Flight SMP, which is one that's which I know is talked a little bit about Flight SMP, which is a SMP that's out at the moment. But I actually don't really know a huge amount about it, because I haven't had a chance to actually watch a huge amount of it, because I've been, well, busy working on Skyblock Kingdoms instead. So, and other stuff. So yeah, sorry, former MC streamer Lady Lorax used to be an MC streamer. Yay! So yeah, we've got a bunch of people here who've got experience on things. Okay, so these both need to be light grey concrete. Yeah. And yeah, that goes there. It's brand new and fantastic. I will take your word for it. I don't have to take your word for it. I know that's a pretty decent SMP. I'm still not 100% sure what the premise is, because I haven't had a chance to really watch a huge amount about it. I do know that a couple of people have released videos from the SMP now today. So I'd be curious to actually try and get a chance to watch one of those when I get a chance. So yeah, I want to take a bit of time and try and get to watch one of those soon. Okay, I need to take down this wool. Yeah, this is all coming down. If I were to ever stream, I'd end up streaming variety, arts and crafts, lol. That's a really good one to do, though. That genuinely is a good stream style to take on, because like that is a... Okay, double slab, and this is going away. So there's a lot of people who do arts and crafts, and like it's a really good style of stream to do. Cobblestone, cobblestone, cobblestone. Where do. Acacia wood. I'm gonna leave that where it is. So yeah, the visor lull, a skill. Yes, I am trying. The flight is very fourth wing coded. Okay. And thinking about getting back into it now, the better schedule. Yeah, do it. Even if it's like once or twice a week. It'll be good to have you back doing things, Lady Lorax, if you're up for it. Okay. Let's see, this needs to be switched out. How much else needs to be switched out? Okay, let's just destroy all the blocks that need to be destroyed. Goodbye, blocks. Okay. All right. Yeah. So because we need to make this look good on this side. So, light gray concrete. Also, in the consistency side, just letting your audience know what you're able to do. Yes, Minecraft streaming is free streaming, not biased at all. Yes. Alfie knows these things. Alfie is wise in... But yeah, it really is like knowing when you could do it, even if you can only stream once a week. Like if you let your community know that you can only stream once a week, that's better than not streaming at all. Like who's my friend Artemis? She is currently streaming, I think twice a week is her schedule at the moment, and she's got a lovely community popping by to see her fairly regularly. So it is, and then she had to take a break actually for a bit, but I'm actually so happy to see her back. Okay, stone. Do I have stone in my inventory? I do not. So yeah, that is a thing that helps a lot. Just a bit of consistency. Okay, you go there. Stone is... Oh, I need literally only 2 pieces of stone. Okay. Artemis, very cool streamer, not biased there at all. No, Elfie has got no... Elfie's just like... Artemis sounds like a cool name. She's got to be an awesome streamer. Like, she totally got the stream badge for the Artemis launch. Because, like, she totally didn't forget to watch the launch of the Artemis probe. Or not get a chance to watch the launch of the Artemis probe so that she could have a badge which is associated with her name. She totally did. She wasn't able to watch the Artemis launch, which was like, no! Iconic. Oh, well. You know what? That's life. Sometimes you don't get a chance to do those things. Okay, you are there. I'm pretty sure this stair is probably in one of these bags. Yes. Okay. Let's put you in there. And your stone. Fabulous. So, done. Okay, I don't think I did anything else on this side. Okay, we're back to expanding the road. Can I clear my visor yet? No, less than a minute left. Ugh. Oh, I was about to say, what are you talking about, the wise King Elfie? And then I realized, oh, I called him wise. Great. He's going to remember that now. I can see clearly now the visor's gone. Oh, well. But you know, it could be worse. I could be in his mod basement. That could be it. That could be worse. Sometimes I suppose technically I am. We have to be careful, guys. You have to be careful. If I build up, I don't think I can get all the way out there without getting mobs growing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll do 10. Oh, it's just too good a bit to pass up after taking the mask off. No, you're absolutely right. Look, there's a do it. The visor is there to be used, not to be hidden away. Just as the mask is there to be used and not hidden away. Let them be used. Let them be free. Let them inconvenience me. We do these things to entertain the chat. And to inconvenience ourselves. Actually, Celtic, if you're listening to that, if you get affiliate, channel point redemptions. Channel point redemptions are one of the reasons why I was like, okay, I need to get affiliate. I did not care about anything else, even though my friends, after I got affiliate, were very, very generous and did a whole crazy hype train and sub to me and stuff like that. For me, it was all about getting access to doing channel point redemptions so that people could mess with me and stuff. Okay, I might be far enough away. This is Nether Waste. Quickly, where is the moss? Where is the moss? Where is the moss? There is the moss. Okay, nothing spawned. Fabuloso. Oh, I forgot to press record. Well, that's okay. I don't need to use a full time lapse of this anyway. Just the basics. Okay, make a bit of space there. I think I've got enough. Let's get a bit more soul soil. Don't think I'm going to need the tough walls right now. Networking, make friends in other communities is always helpful. Yes. This is one of the reasons why I said do raids into communities that you have got friends in or you connect well with on Twitch, like so. It's just like general kind of like the kind of thing that you should do in general as a human being. Make connections. Are you doing the water method or just straight in? Oh, we're back to cooking again. Baking. Make sure to stick around raids too and chat too. Yes. It's actually something that I kind of want to get back into doing again is raiding into, because like I think what sometimes happens with people in SMPs is a lot of the time they'll end up raiding into each other, and that is important too. It is important to go support other friends in SMPs, but sometimes it's good to make sure that you raid into other channels as well. I think I've kind of moved away from that quite a bit. Especially since I joined SBK. I feel like I've not raided to other channels or checked out other channels as much outside of people that I know. So I feel like I want to get back into that. I'm definitely going to do that more often during the summer. Part of it is when you do work, when you are part of an SMP like SBK, a lot of the community, you raid into another channel, and quite a few people from the community will just if someone else from SBK is streaming, they'll switch over to that person instead, rather than sticking around and checking out the new person instead. Sometimes they'll stick around, some other times they won't. So I think during the summer I'm going to take advantage of the fact that like I won't be, we won't have SBK. Well, the SBK will be on its little break, and during the break I want to take a time to connect with other streamers that maybe I haven't had a chance to stream to connect with before. Vary it up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to be able to do any kind of crazy things like the way Tango Tech decided to completely change things up for Skylery yesterday when he raided Skylery's stream. But you know what I mean. It's just good to do a little bit of thing, connect with new creators. And if I was doing that, I will have to make sure that like I will be pretty tight on finishing stream on time, so that I can spend a little bit of time in those streams as well. Because like quite often, because of my I tend to stream quite late. I have to be careful that I don't go too late, so I can actually stick around for when I land in that in those streams as well. Once again, I have run out of carpet. Please no ghast. Please no ghast. Also, the fun thing is when you can raid in on a friend stream that's newer to Twitch, and you're like, yay! That was been able to do that a few times to my friend Slipshot. Okay, right, that portal will have to be taken down. That's fine. Cool. Let's go. Oh, how am I doing? I need to do the carpet here. Yee. Okay, let's grab... How are we doing for resources? So, I think I'm okay for carpet. Let's go get some more extra things. Were you trying to push out the next episode of Mall and then get it back into it again? Yay! That's... like, don't worry, like, if you have to say, if you want to get back into streaming before you get back, finish the Mall episode, do, because, like... there's a reason why I've always prioritized my streams over my videos. I do like doing the videos as well, but for me, content creation for me, well, actually, I suppose content creation for you, Slip, because like you probably started a video before you did streams, so yeah. Okay, technically I started a video as well. Video making came first. Technically I started a stream as video as well. But that was a long time ago, before people were doing much streaming. So yeah. So my first content creation was technically video. And actually I think I did move into doing some streaming on YouTube early on. This is all on my first channel. So yeah. My technology agrees with you. And that is always the truth. That's obviously, of course, a big part of Content creation is hoping that the technology actually agrees with you because, yeah, happens to us all. We've all been there where we've had the technology be like, computer says no. Computer says no. Having a think now, what are my favorite things I get to show you guys from season 1 of SBK now during the charity stream? There's definitely a few. I am very excited to show the planet again. I was very proud of coming up with that idea. I was more a director of the project rather than the lead. I suppose I could say lead builder, maybe. I think I did build most of the planets. The most planets. I didn't build most of the planet. There was quite a few planets. What can I fit in here? Let's see. Can I fit you in? Let's throw you in there. Spruce Shroom. Spruce Shroom was awesome. One thing I do wish we'd done, we'd gotten round to, is figuring. I wish I kind of had a bit more confidence to finish out the interior of Spruce Room. We did half of it, and I feel like it was put together well, and we had a good half that got finished. But there's a huge amount of space in there that never got used. That could have been a cool thing to could have been completed as well. So yeah, there is. Yeah, I turned out awesome. Thank you for that, because like I was definitely not confident with building as much building back then. It's in season 1. Season 1 taught me that I do know how to make things look okay. Season 1 was I was like, actually I can do some building. I'm not the most confident at it, but I've gotten more comfortable with it than I used to be. So season 1 taught me how to build. And I'm very appreciative of that. And then watching Elfie do his Everworld series did help a little bit with my confidence in like terraforming. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So that's a little bit of how you do it. Okay, let's break this portal. Oh, Obsidian is so slow. The nostalgia of watching you make the villager trading stalls and playing with block palette. I did. Actually, that's a good point, because like I was much more adventurous with block palette with the villagers in season 1, wasn't I? We were doing a whole little thing to kind of like make a palette for each of the different masons. Okay. Obsidian in the center. I think the nice thing is I think I've pretty much made this this is very, very similar to the end portal that I built. I think I just like copy pasted the design. So it should be fairly easy to replicate. Okay. Let me do you on the edge. I'm on the edge of glory. Da da do 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 do. Tough stairs. Lay. Each profession had its own set of blocks. It was nice. Yes. I really like that. It's like, it was to make sure that if anyone wanted to come in and, well, also for myself as well, and for the other people in Spruce Room, we were able to look at a mason without opening up the mason's GUI. We were able to say, okay, that mason gives us this block and this block. So the one thing I was like, it's always kind of like the temptation to keep rolling the professions, or keep rolling the villagers until you get access to every single type of stained terracotta and glazed terracotta. I think I got most of them. I think I was maybe short of about like 2 or 3 of the variations of terracotta that there were. But you have to stop at some point. You can't just keep going and going. It's with the zombie trench inside of them. I did, and it didn't work. Yeah, so that was a good idea. I just didn't design it very well. Because the problem is zombies don't pathfind very well on half slabs. So they were so dumb. They were so dumb. How many dum-dums did we have in the end? But dum-dums is what we call the villagers, by the way. Sorry, the zombies, and that help us make cheaper villager trades. But yeah, I think it was 3rd or 4th. Yeah, we'll find out on Wednesday or Thursday. I haven't decided which day I'm going to do the tour of season 1 yet. But yeah, it'll be down to. We'll find out then. Oh, nose. Pick block should have been working there. Yep, so on Wednesday or Thursday, so I'm going to be doing a charity stream this week, raising money for a wonderful mental health charity here in Ireland called Pieta House. And one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to do a tour of the Season 1 world of Skyblock Kingdoms. I want to show you guys that. Because I'm sure there's probably people who've gone and checked back the videos and stuff like that, but like it's been a long time since that world has been on stream. Actually, I'm pretty sure that world has not been properly on stream in over a year. Because we finished Season 1 in February 2025. So, yeah, it gives you guys an opportunity to ask questions and ask me to go check out different things or have a look around the world. There's so much in that world. Twixie, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome into the chorus. Want to know how your day's going? Please do. If I just sit back and relax, that's also fine too. So yeah, very excited to do that tour on when we get round to it. You are just misbehaving, aren't you, Pick Block? I've had one joke since you announced the dates, lol. Oh, feel free to share if you wish. Did I put the ice in here? No, put the ice back into the box here. Anything else I need there? Trisha, how's it going? Good to see you. My birthday is the 29th. I keep joking about long streams being for my birthday. Well, do you know what? I'll make sure the piano is set up so I can sing you a happy birthday. Okay? That I'll make sure I do. Currently, I don't have my piano set up, so I can't sing happy birthday with the piano. I can sing happy birthday, but just not with the piano. I am getting a little bit annoyed with whatever. It's just like, for some reason, it's not like liking me doing the pick block thing. Clay, 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 man. Did I put those lanterns back in the box? I bet you I put those lanterns away. I'll go get the lanterns afterwards. It's reminded me that I've accidentally left... I've not accidentally left, but I've left some copper aging. So that I need to go grab that soon as well. Okay, you are... I need to grab that blue block. And... Did I put the blue blocks in here at least? I did not. Okay. Andesite. Doing good here. I was just woken up and caring for my niece while watching the stream. Yay! Hello, niece. Hello, you. And hello, Trisha. Good to see you both. We are working on the Nether Hub. So... The Nether Hub was designed by Sab Milkman. He's done a fantastic job. But one of the things... We're missing a couple of things from the thing. Those are polished tough walls. I think they're in a box as well. So it is wonderful, but it was missing a couple of things. So we're going to extend a road out that direction, which will connect to a portal that takes you to the back rooms. This portal never got built because Birch 2 never built their portal until after the Nether Hub got built. So I'm connecting it up now so that it's there and connected. Yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. Also, let me just grab the flint and steel like this. So, yeah. Just a little Nether Hub expansion. And just making sure that it is grounder safe. So, for example, over here, you might notice there's no physical connection between the gold farm, this bridge here, and the Nether Hub. So I am installing a connection now, later. So we're going to put a west bridge over here to connect up these two. Sorry, yeah, west bridge. There's no connection here yet anymore because this is broken. So what we're going to do again is we're going to build a new bridge out here. And it's going to connect up here. And we're going to get rid of these a little bit of this bridge here so that it looks better. We have already built a new bridge that connects to the end portals. This is the portal that goes out to the end island. And this bridge here connects to these old bridges here. So like all the starter bridges that exist on SBKs are here. Also, I just noticed this is making someone's put a smiley face in the map here. I should also do a mapping of the Nether Hub with actual maps, so I can put that into the museum too. So I might do that at the end of the season as well when I'm doing the mapping of for the full end of season, for the final maps of the season, for the overworld too. So we also need to build a little make this look good as well because this looks meh. And I'm going to use that as an opportunity to build another bridge which is going to connect out to my gold farm and industrial district. But that's going to be a little bit more subtle. So yeah, we're working on the things to make it all look awesome. That is clay. Andesite stairs, yes. Thank you. We try. And the nice thing is that Milkman's done most of the work for me already. I just need to... most of the design work. I just need to use that design to tie it all together. So that's and then make it work. So like that's the nice thing is I just have to fit it all together. Okay, clay. I need to get some cobblestone and stuff. Okay, let's get rid of the ice. Cobblestone blocks. Oh, I think I had them in one of these bundles, didn't I? Nope, I did not. Here we go. Cobblestone blocks. Shouldn't need the black carpet now. Shouldn't need the black wool. Should have moss carpet. Tough bricks. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, cobblestone. Trisha, thank you for the hydrate. Of course, now I need to actually build one of the trees. I had it easy on the first one that I built because the first one I built, it was literally just place down a couple of chorus flowers and let them do all the growing. But this time I don't have that luxury. I need to actually build the birch tree. Okay, and then you are clay. That's not clay. And the site blocks. Tough. Jace, how's it going? Good to see you. Hope you're having a good Saturday. We are doing some work here on the Nether Hub. I'm glad I actually started early because I started early, I'll probably get a good portion of this done. Whereas if I hadn't started early, I probably wouldn't finish it. You're very tired. I am doing grand. I've had a kind of a busy day. Been trying to get a bunch of editing done. I managed to get a plan done for my next episode. Because honestly, there's a lot in my next episode. I'm going to have a lot going on in my next episode, I think. So, yeah, it's been y-axis. That goes there. Diorite. Here. Already make a nice chunk of progress. Absolutely. No, I'm pretty happy with how the progress is going. You go here. That's where the pale oak button goes. One single pale oak button goes here. Okay, and then up another layer, and okay, red stained glass. I have got too many things in my inventory right now. I can put that in there. And I'm not using easy place right now. Okay, birch leaves. Let's go grab some birch leaves. What's wrong here? Birch leaves, distance 7, persistent true, false. Acacia leaves. Schematic says... Ah, right, okay. That's the problem. I do have birch leaves, don't I? Those are both acacia. Here we go. We have birch leaves. Slipshot. Well spotted. We do need acacia leaves, and we will do them when we get them. Okay. Yes. Okay. Right. Let's use the cobblestone as a scaffold. That's red's glass there. Oh, fantastic. I can do this and this and this. It's a simple case of you there. Down. Have I missed any leaves low down? Oh, I thought so. Okay. You go there. Oh, there's a pane goes there. Okay. Right, let's get up and do those. Yes, I've all of a sudden got quiet because I'm focusing on getting the leaves in the correct place. So I don't want it to break any of these leaves while doing this. It's like, let's get them on the correct place first time. I want to do it first try. Okay, we'll go up first and then we can go back down and do the lower leaves afterwards. Almost as painful as glass. No! Mistakes were made. Sabines, that time you actually got me. I was like, gassed? Where? GG's. Oh, jeez. That was not something you want to hear when you're in the Nether. Good job. Mission accomplished. Okay. Okay, I think that is everything in position now. Okay, so Quick scan, make sure I haven't missed any spawning spots. And by the way, I just copy-pasted the birch tree that was over at the Birch Kingdom. It's a little bit different because I kind of changed the orientation, but I'm not putting much effort into creating a new tree because I have not ever built a tree like that before. I was like, yeah, it's fine. Okay, we put you away, and we're back to building bridges. Enchiladas are finally made in the up. Ooh, yes. Enjoy. Okay, all those go in there. So what we need is a bit more moss. Dude, I run out of pale moss. Pale moss carpet. I need more pale moss carpet. Oh, there's a bit of spare there. Great. Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I can pick you guys all up. I think. Make it once a month. I should have learned by now. Every time I make this, I'm like, it'll take an hour, and then it takes 3. Oh! Okay, let's go pick up the copper. That should definitely have aged by now. Okay, here is 1, 2. Yes, okay. Okay, so you're aged. Now, I needed to wax one of these at a lower level, but you know what? We can do that when we need to. Alright, okay. Let's see if we can get this northern pathway complete before the northern bridge done before at the end of stream, because I think that is probably where we're. Yeah, I think that'll probably be. I'll be looking at. Okay, I should probably put down my boxes though, so I can go back and forth and get more clay blocks. So, like grey terracotta. That'll do. Actually, we'll keep the boxes on us. So what I have done is I have actually narrowed the pathway so it's a little bit less, it doesn't take up as much space. So we have, it starts off, you can see this now. So it tapers in, so we're not doing a big wide bridge all the way out. So we just go for a smaller bridge and be conservative with our resources instead of using them all in one go. That is not the thing that I was looking for. My cake is almost done already. Wow. Great cake. Nice and fluffy. Oh. Sounds like you're going to get to taste it before the end of stream, so you can let us know how awesome it is. And if you feel like it, you could always send, if you remember, because like sometimes we forget when we're so excited for food. If you remember, maybe you might like to drop a picture of it in Discord as well, so you can make us all feel really jealous. Yes, we like food and food pics in Discord. I'll send a photo. I'll have to wait for it to cool anyway. That's a good point. Yeah, gotta. Let's do half a stack. I need to now. So I keep needing to do this. There's a show that I've been. There's a show I kind of fell off watching for a bit. It's called The Boys. It's a dystopian supervillain, superhero kind of show. Everyone's got lots of people got superpowers, and showing like how a dystopian way of like how people who are given superpowers misuse it. But yeah, I've been meaning to watch it. Get back into it. So, especially after Nukery was saying actually really good season. It's been a really good final season, I think. So I've been meaning to get back into it. Because I think I've watched like 2 or 3 seasons of it. And then I was like, okay, I actually need to take a break. Maybe it's just like because of the time that I needed a little bit of a lighter thing to watch. Like it is fairly intense. Which is fine. It's not everyone's cup of tea. So it's oh look, it's about as adult a show as you can get. So that's how I describe The Boys. It's a very, very adult show. Like the language is just like it is about as strong as it can get. There's a lot of gore in it. It is very, very, and it's very dystopian as well. So like it's very like, yeah, the world is a awful place kind of attitude. So just if you do decide to watch it, I do need to. It is very mature. So I've been meaning to get back into it, particularly since Nuke was saying how good it was. I did watch, I think, the first season of Gen V as well, which I enjoyed. I thought it was a good show. It's like some of the things it's like, okay, right, that's just like completely nuts. All the reasons for a mature rating. Literally all the reasons for a mature rating. They were like, yeah, how can we make a show as R-rated as possible? So it is a. I think it tackles some very good topics to kind of like explore, because like it's very dystopian, but at the same time it kind of looks at, like, if you're doing good dystopian, it looks at how it kind of like exaggerates the crazy stuff that's happening in the world and like shows you just like how ridiculous things can be. So I think it does that very well. I wonder what the show looks like on Does the Dog what? Oh, is that like a thing? Oh. I'm trying to think now. Is there a dog that dies in it? Because like if there was a dog in the show, yes. The answer is yes. The question is how bad? Yeah, I'm not getting into that because like we are a fairly family friendly stream, but it is very, 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 very it most definitely, if there was a thing in that particular movie where a situation like that could happen, it would happen. So yeah, that is the nature of that show. But it is also a very good show because it does delve into some pretty good topics and deals with them pretty well, I feel. Yeah, so I've been meaning to get back into that and watch it again and catch up. Actually, I don't need any of this cobblestone now. Here, let me switch out what I've got in my inventory. Okay, and soul soil? That's all sand. to know if I'm out of soul sand or not. I'm gonna need more pale moss, so aha, there is my soul soil. Is that seriously all the pale moss I have? Dum-ba-dum-bum. I don't think that's going to be enough. Well, I might need to go buy more pale moss from the Pale Moss Kingdom. Feels very on brand for what would have happened if this was really the Marvel Universe, but yes, almost every trigger warning possible. Marvel Universe fascinates me a little bit as well. Marvel is an interesting one because comic books so often start with the whole... They basically kind of like go off like fairly basically. They're like, okay, we're scientific, we're sciencey, we're a little bit more sci-fi. And then the story always inevitably, it almost always progresses to a point where there is the supernatural. Every single time in both DC and Marvel, the supernatural comes into play, and then they have a creation myth. It just every single time they do it. It may be a little bit different each time, but inevitably as the story progresses, it will turn into a creation. There will be a creation myths and there will be gods, and it's all like it just keeps going. And it I'm like, okay, right, well, you are you kind of like, you try and start with the science stuff and then it always turns into the thing. To Batman and his Tibetan monk powers. Well, the only time, actually, that would probably be the one time where it probably doesn't get too mythological, but that's probably because they didn't. I'm talking about like Batman Begins, the Dark Knight trilogy. So that's probably one of the few times where they decided, okay, we're going to keep pretty strict on the whole, trying to keep it somewhat sciencey or somewhat realistic. And they didn't go too crazy on it. Yeah, we're not going to have enough pale moss. I think I need to go buy more. I thought I had bought it. I thought I'd done my math correctly. Okay, schematic placements. We're currently on the North Nether expansion. You finished your mini side project? Yes. Okay, we are missing... We've got 52 available, and I'm missing 554. Okay, I definitely did not do my calculations correctly then. Okay, so... 554 minus 52. 502. We get... 3 for every 2 blocks crafted. So divide by 3, multiply by 2. So I need 334 blocks. Divided that by 64. Let's go buy 6 more stacks. Very random thing. I've been making a lot of button pins recently, and I've been debating between making a Chaos or an SBK 2 and Athra pin. Which one should I do? SBK and Athra 2. SBK Season 2 and Athra. It's always good to kind of go with the one that people are more familiar with. Yeah, okay, we are gonna have to go grab some more pale moss. So let's go empty our wallets. You're tubing mobs. Are they gay? Isn't that what you do? That's not what we use tubes for, is tubing gays? Oh, sorry. We're talking about season 1. I'm giggling now because I'm playing Minecraft with a mod where I need to capture... Oh my words. Wow. Okay. Seems like the portals have been working overtime. Lots of piggies. Right. Well, there's a party. Need to go get some wood so I can buy more moss. So I said I needed 6 stacks, so I need 3 stacks of wood. They'll despawn now that I will be heading over to Blanksburg. They thought that we were safe in the Nether Kingdom. They were wrong. Yes, I am destroying them as we speak. Also, it looks like there's been a bottom put onto Blanksburg. Okay, let's see if I could do this without turning on shaders. Oh no, I've gone back the way I came now. Okay, so you go in here. No, just come back out again. Countess Cookie, GG's on the 50 stream streak. Aha! Right. Okay, well, we're about to buy... that's the last of the pale moss. Okay. That's not going to be enough. Who has got a farm that I can use for pale moss? This is a community project at least. Okay, well, we're just going to buy the rest of it anyway. Yeah, I've been very nice. I bought all this. Should be extra in the Mass Kingdom. Okay, I'll go check out the Mass Kingdom and turn my shaders on so I can get out quickly. There's probably one at Poke. I think there's also one at the Spruce Kingdom as well. It's just okay, let's go check out Mass Place and see what Pale Oak is available over there. Okay, is that inside the clock tower then I'm guessing is where there are shulkers? They've got a moss farm? That's true, they do. Okay. Stone. Avid Amarm overcollected for what they needed by like 10 shulkers, I think. Oh. Like, if they've left them here. It's for a good cause. Also, there's no nether portal to the Mass Kingdom. It's pretty close to some of the other portals. I think it's fine. Let me just remove the schematics. I don't need any more ground portals. Soul Soil Bridge. Remove. Don't need those. Locked. Remove. There we go. Probably safer to breathe than no portal. Yeah. Also, I did actually have a little scene with Marm in one of our videos, and I was debating, do I include this in my video? And I decided, you know what? Yes, I actually am going to include a bit of the scene in my video, in my next video. So there'll be, the thing is, there'll be barely any mention of the mass. So there's no kind of like icky stuff going on in my video. So if anyone's like, I know there's a couple of people who are like a little bit sensitive about the mass storyline, but if they do find that topic sensitive, they shouldn't find my perspective particularly sensitive, because I'm not really doing a huge amount with it. It's just like keeping it basic, so that I can kind of like explain my perspective from getting experimented on, which is what is the point of my little part in the story thing. Hello, Elaine! Thank you so much for the raid! How are you doing, my dear? How goes you? I just need to do this tiny bit here, and actually need to double check my boots. How are they doing? They're doing good. Welcome in, Raiders. How are you guys doing? Where were you guys today? Were you guys on Clockcraft, or were you guys doing something else? Lonnie Lee, how's it going? Wolfie Grace, Amanda Panda, Elaine Towel, I'm Hungry. I'm not sure I said that correctly. Wolfie Grace, Lonnie Lee, Talented Brandon, thank you all so much for the follow. You're off to a movie night. You have a wonderful time at the movies then, and I'll catch you soon. Tal had to raid and run, but she did some of her single-player world and Clockcraft. Awesome. Did you get up to anything? Do you guys want to let me know what you guys did today? Anyway, if you don't know who I am, my name is Nathra. I'm an Irish content creator who does an awful lot of Skyblock. We are currently playing on Skyblock Kingdoms, which is a wonderful content creator SMP, where we all play Skyblock together. I am at the Nether Kingdom, and today we are working in the Nether because Milkman, who is one of our wonderful creators in the server, I'll do a little flyby so you can see, built this incredible Nether hub. But one thing that didn't quite get done was connecting the main Nether hub to the outer regions of the Nether. So we've just built a new bridge out to our end portal, and it connects out to some outer bridges out here. And we've now moved north, where we have finally connected Birch 2 to the main hub, and are also expanding a new bridge which will connect out to portals and bridges out here. So yeah, we're kind of working on that today. Oh, there's a overhead view of what we're working on today, and we've got to do another one over here and another one over here as well. So yeah, that's what we're currently working on today. So yeah, she mined a bunch of coal, lol, and restocked her shops. Important things to do as a person who's got a business. A very successful business, I might add, on Skyblock Kingdoms. Probably the most successful business on Skyblock Kingdoms ever. I know the importance of restocking shops. We do exactly the same. I did that in season 1 as well. Like, I think I ran one of the most successful businesses in season 1 too. Who knows? Maybe season 3 we will have another incredibly successful business. 1, 2, 3, car. Gaeilge sé shocked o't needs. So yeah, Bammer Grove. This season was Bammer Grove. Season 1 it was IKEA. I loved it. I'm going to get to show you guys. I'm going to get, if anyone has never met IKEA or seen IKEA, I'm going to be showing that off on stream this week coming. So I am going to be running a charity stream this week on Wednesday and Thursday. And that charity stream, there will be included a tour of Skyblock Kingdoms Season 1. Elfie and Anather business go hard. Absolutely. And in Season 1 we had Acorn involved too. And oh my word, she was fantastic, because like she kept us stocked with spruce and dirt at all times. She was amazing. 1, 2, 3, car, Gaeilge sé shocked o't needs. So next season you need a team of Vikings to take over the server economy. I would thing with Viking is he would be incredible to team up with, because I could probably just relax and not do a huge amount of farm building, because he would love it. But the great thing is, if he could do the farms, I could do the business side. I could do the shop side. Because that's one of my strengths, is keeping those things going. So yeah. Now, Viking has run some pretty successful businesses this season. The flower shop has been decent. The shulker shop has been fantastic. I've really appreciated that shulker shop. So, I've definitely bought stuff there a couple of times. But yeah. But yeah, we don't know who we're going to be teaming with yet. Ein, do, trí, cahar, cuaig, sé, seach, dog, needs, yeah. But I am excited to get planning and stuff. I will say I helped out with the chunk the other day. That might be I profiting us as well. Oh, I think the chunk has been pretty decent this season as well. It's been, I'd say, between Bammer Grove and the chunk, we've been covering a lot. We haven't made as much sales this season in enchantments. So people have probably, a lot of people have kind of like got their own villagers and stuff. So people have not been buying enchanted books as much this season. I have barely had to restock the books this season. The fact that I haven't really had to restock mending is kind of insane. So yeah, that surprised me. I was like, okay, well, maybe people are definitely sorting out their own villager stuff. I'm curious to see how that works out next season, whether people will decide to do the villager stuff next season as well. Because like at this season 2, because Acacia and Spruce had their villagers. Dark Oak and Birch have their joint villager project. There's a villager project happening in Jungle as well. Cherry has got some villagers, not a huge amount, some villagers. Pale Oak has got some villagers. And then of course there's my villagers, which are shared with Mangrove and Bamboo. So yeah, it's been a lot more people taking on villagers this season. In season 1 though, we did have a special thing going on because we used the villager experimental update, which meant it changed how villagers worked a little bit. So villagers were trades were biome specific, and I was the only person who went kind of nuts and did the whole, okay, let's get all the villagers from the different biomes. Everyone else is kind of like, actually, we're not bothered doing that. We're just going to stick with our own villagers that we have. So it was a different setup in season 1. There probably haven't been quite as many void wipes this season either. I don't know, actually. Because I think what's ended up happening is, like, particularly some people have decided instead of buying books, they've gone to Fool's Forge. Like, for example, Duvid has done a lot of Fool's Forge, which means that he's had disposable armor, because every time you get armor, he has every time he dies, his armor vanishes, because Fool creates Curse of Vanishing armor, which is a bit different. I think I know what I did with the Pale Moss calculations. I think what I did is I calculated, presuming that you get 3 Pale Moss carpet per Pale Moss block. And what you really get is 1.5 Pale Moss carpet per moss block. So I probably only have half the amount of pale moss that I should have. I think I bought half the pale moss I should have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there have been so many void wipes. There have. I think also people have all set up their own little. A lot of people set up their own little restocking options this season rather than going to the shops as much. I know I talked about Duvid, but there's a lot of people who, like, I know Avid and sorry, Birch and Doak have both kind of relied on their own villagers this season for restocking anytime they've lost stuff. Rather than relying on the shops. So yeah, that's happened as well. They've gone for the convenience of their own villagers rather than just like saying, oh, all the books are available in the market. I'll just go buy them in the market. And I think in Season 1, because we had the villager experimental update, I think because I ended up going ahead and doing all the villagers pretty quickly and nobody else tried it out at the time. And then I think it was just like down to the fact that like we had the books for sale and it was all set up and people started using the books for sale instead of getting their own villagers. They were like, well, we've already got the books for sale, so why don't we just use those? And on top of that, in Season 1, we didn't expect the season to go for more than a couple months. So it was a different setup. Whereas in Season 2, everyone knew we were going into Season 2 thinking this is going to be a year-long season. So people were doing more long-term setup and making sure that they had everything set up for a full year. So part of that was going to be like, oh, well, let's get our villagers in place because we're going to be losing so many suits of armor over the year and so many tools over the year. It's more practical to have those just available to us. So I think that's part of it as well. People are like, there was a stronger need for everyone to have their own villagers. Another benefit of you and Viking, you could just build a villager empire. I'll just have to hold back. If I'm playing with Viking next season, I'll just have to hold him back and make sure he doesn't make a villager bomb. Which he has done already this season when he left the villagers breeding. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because he has done that. Because they realized that there was a bit of lag going on in the server, and I was like, oh, where is this coming from? And then they checked their villager breeder, and there was a lot of villagers there. Okay, this is going to be timed very well because we are getting to the last 9 minutes of stream, and I'm very, very close to the staircase at the end. So we should be able to just finish off this section here. And then we'll be done. We'll have 2 more regions to cover. The west and the east. But I will save those to be built for Monday, I think. So Viking just makes lag bombs go. Got it. Yes. He's not the only one. As far as I know, Ruby nearly accidentally had the sand do the thing the other day. They were able to stop it. So close. Okay. Corridor. The bridge bit is done. Let's get the stairs in. That's light grey terracotta down there. Let's place you down. And it is light grey terracotta on the sides, is it? Yes. Tough stairs. I have no idea which box has got the tough in it. Let's see. Come on, tough. It's always the last box, isn't it? Here we go, tough stairs. Okay, so we do tough stairs. Using terracotta and andesite walls. Did I put the andesite walls in a bundle? Nope. That's andesite walls. Okay, cool. Yes, I did see that. Okay. Right. Oh, I'm going to need more terracotta. Okay. Light grey terracotta. Okay. Six minutes. Can I get this done before stream time is up? Also, I know I've got the big streams on Wednesday and Thursday. I will probably end up taking a break on the Friday. If lovely and all as it would be to stream again on the Friday, I will probably be in the need for a little bit of a break on the Friday, so there probably will not be. We'll see. I'm gonna play that one by ear on whether I'm up for streaming on Friday or not. But we'll see. So this week is going to be just a little bit different, I suppose, stream-wise. But then again, that's what we get when you guys come together and complete a wonderful community challenge. Oh, there's one other thing I need to do. I need to take down the old bridge. Okay, we should be able to quickly do that once we've done this. Tough slabs. Here we go. there, you there, you there, you there, you there, you there. Great. Okay, let's get rid of the old bridge very quickly. Just going to need to use a shovel. Leave that all there. I don't know why that's weird. Okay, so we just want to remove the old bridge. Or, actually, can we leave this? Quick check. Okay, everything south of here can be removed, and this diagonal bridge can also be removed. Okay, so that's what we just want to quickly remove. Gotta get rid of this diagonal, and yeah. So the nice thing is, all I need to do is this. Give me a single slab. Don't have a single slab on me. That's not the slab I wanted to use. Okay, and then we break these. Less than a minute. I'm not going to get this last bit done in less than a minute, but it should only go over by about a couple of minutes. Goodbye, Marmalade. Oh, she's probably just made it home today. Okay, this is one place where Swift Sneak is a little bit annoying because you can probably mine this faster if you didn't have it so... There's another portal up over there. It's just floating. Hang on a second. Yeah, there's nothing connected to it. Weird. I know Duva did a lot of exploring via portal early seasons, so I'm guessing it might be one of Duva's exploratory portals. Most important thing, though, is that we have connected up to the back rooms, because the back rooms is genuinely something people are interested in going checking out. And I would hopefully... I'm hoping that we might get a chance to do back rooms again before the end of the season. So, that's the hope, is we have access to these fun things that we want to do and celebrate. Yay, I'm breaking the Lightmatica. There are so many things, backrooms adjacent things on this server, I know. Because I think Milkman built another one as well, like a mini backrooms inside a base or something. It's kind of like, again, like Blanksburg has kind of got that vibe as well. And then there's the back looms. In the Nether Kingdom. I wonder what crazy idea we're going to come up with next season that everyone's going to end up accidentally doing. Big year for backrooms. Yes. Oh, that's not spawn proof. Next year, bathrooms. So true. We could do bathrooms next year. It's one thing I didn't install in my house. I didn't in the shroom. There is no bathroom. I've done it before, where we've done bathrooms, but it's not very often. Not done very often. Huge news for Leon. Well, there is a toilet in Season 2, so a giant one. Season 1, I'll show you the monstrosity that Leon created in Season 1. on Wednesday or Thursday, whichever day we're doing it. But yeah, there's a monstrosity that needs to be dealt with. Okay, let me just... we'll just put a little bit of spawn proofing up here. So, people can get all the way over here if they want to. Alright, schematics, and we turn that placement off. So, no, it wasn't the east one. It was schematics. It was the north. Okay, only a couple of minutes over. Fantastic. Okay, so, see, if anyone wants to come check out this portal, they can. They can walk over. They can be a grounder. And they can experience what Duvid experienced when he was doing his thing. Excuse me. And they can even use the highway that's here if they've got soul speed. How are my boots doing? Boots are doing great. Okay, then we go down the stairs and straight out here. Let's have a wee look at what we've done today. So, back rooms. Then Birch 2. To the right. I'm pretty sure... Let me just double check that that portal connected okay. It should. I don't think there's any other portals near here. Yes, it did. Okay, that's all good. And then go through jungle here. I'm not 100% satisfied with that. It's fine. And then we go, if we keep going south, we'll work on those next time. We can finally, oh, look how much cleaner that looks. No obvious bright craziness going on here. We now just have a nice road that connects up to the rest of the hub. We actually have connected, we pretty much have connected the eastern part of the server as well in the Nether, mostly there. And then this goes down to the end. So this one does connect up. Okay, let's head home and yeah. Very satisfying. Very grounders friendly. Definitely need to get some kind of indications in here in the Nether hub for just like finding people's way around. I think the trees are fairly decent at indicating where people are. So I think most people who come onto the server or into the world download will have an easy enough time finding their way around in the Nether. There are some signs inside the main Nether hub as well. So you can check those out and they will give you kind of like a little indication as to which direction to go to find the kingdoms. So I should probably update those to include the things like, actually let's do that. Let's just do that now while I'm thinking about it. Oh, actually I finished that recording. Just quickly check that. So we have got signs here. It is fun to wander. So let's see. What did I write up here? Okay, Bammer Grove, okay. So acacia, mangrove, nether, bamboo, pale oak, dark oak 1, birch 1. So should probably, we need to add... So we can now change. We can now add. Change this sign up. So if I do. Because now we don't have to access Birch 2 by jungle. So do spruce. Is there. Jungle is there. We can go Birch 2 there. Back rooms there, and then we change these up. So it is cherry, birch, villagers, I think it is. And then I think it is dark oak. And then it was birch. Sheep. That's kind of like if you work the portals that are the routes that go around the thing. So spruce is all the way over there. Then jungle. Birch you go through. Birch 2 you go through jungle. Back rooms you go through jungle. Then the next portal is cherry. Then birch village. Did I get that correct order? Yeah, cherry. Then it's birch 2. Hang on a second. There's another portal there. Okay, there's too many. Birch has got too many portals. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. What's up here? Line was here. Okay, and then above we did acacia, then mangrove, nether, bamboo, pale oak, oak, dark oak 1, birch 1. Yeah. It's mostly there. We'll have a look at it in the future. Okay, we do really need to finish up though, because we're at the end of stream. So let's head back to the Nether Kingdom. Lots of portals. We'll make a map actually. That'll help. Actually, oh, that gives me an idea. Let me write this idea down. So a map with banners. Because that will work for the Nether port, for the Nether hub. Won't work as well for the overworld because there's so much detail there, but I think I think a Nether hub map with banners, if I have time, I'll try and spend some time on that. And also we could try and get maybe little custom banners for each kingdom if we've got time. That might be something I should probably... I think, do you know what I'm going to do? Because if I'll put that down as an idea for reaching out to the community. Kingdom banner designs. Because some people don't... Hi, Jellyfish. Hi, Water Ghost. Good to see you guys. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do there. Okay. Let's finish up stream. We need to, because sorry guys, we've been going for a while now. So, but yeah, we are coming to the end of stream. So, before we finish up, I'm going to just do a quick reminder. This Wednesday and this Thursday, we are going to be doing a charity stream. in aid of Pieta House, which is a mental health charity here based in Ireland, and does a huge amount of good work for those who are struggling. So it'll be 2 12-hour streams on Wednesday and Thursday this weekend, this week, and I'm going to put together a couple of incentives as well. Check out my Discord. It's the best place to keep up to date. I'm going to put together a plan tomorrow, and I will. And this, I'm going to ask my mods to chase after me if I'm slow on this. I will put together a plan for tomorrow with the main details. So there will be community among us, at least, I think. I will be streaming from SBK because I got lots to do in Skyblock Kingdoms. There will be a season 1 world tour of Skyblock Kingdoms, and yeah, a couple of things like that. But a large amount of the work I'm going to be doing is going to be in Skyblock Kingdoms because we've got so much still to do, especially like at the museum and things as well. So lots of things to do. Okay, let's see who is live and where I can send you guys for raids and stuff today. Okay, Twitch, YouTube. See if there's a redirect. Thank you very much. Okay, right. The only thing I can redirect to on YouTube is Leon's next stream, which is actually tomorrow, at noon Eastern time or 5 p.m. Irish time. So if you want to, if you're redirecting in there, please give a thumbs up on Leon's stream, and if you want to, you can even leave a little message or something like that. But yeah, I'm going to do a little redirect over to Leon's stream for tomorrow, and you can go check it out tomorrow. And let's see who is live on the Twitch. Creator dashboard. Right. Okay, going to start with checking to see if I know anyone online tonight. Okay, I see a few people. I see a few people online. I see. Will we go to? Okay, we've got a couple of options. We go to Shauna Jade, or we can go to Hi MCC. Let's head over to Shauna Jade today. Okay, we're going to go to Shauna Jade. She's playing on the Cherry Cobblemon SMP today. Some of our lovely people from Skyblock Kingdoms are involved in that as well. Nature of Gaming and Pipe by Samurai and Legs is there as well, I think. I don't know if there was anyone else I could think of who was on it. But yeah, we're going to send you guys over to Shauna J today. So I'm so nervous that the pig is going to push you down the hole. There's water at the bottom. I'm safe. I also have incredibly powerful boots. I think I'll be fine. So anyway, I will see you guys on Monday. So I'll see you guys on Monday. And keep an eye on my Discord for details on for the charity stream this week. So, grab a raid message. If you're subscribed, you can grab the one with my waving hand. If you're not subscribed, you can grab the one which is the other one with the nice little music notes and stuff. And go say hi to Shauna for me. And I'll catch you guys very soon. Slánzies!